Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Action-Packed Tales of Istoria, where heroes and villains are made. Thank you for tuning in to our D&D weekly web stream, or at least mostly weekly. Now, let me get this set here. Yeah. Hopefully we'll get... Yeah, we've been pretty good about getting back to things once we do get back to them, but unfortunately with some unfortunate sickness and just craziness around the holidays and all that sort of stuff, you know, we'll get back to normal. Anyway, getting back to the typical opening. Thank you for tuning into our show, and we want to give a big thank you to Riot Games for letting us use their music for free, which you can see in the bottom right corner. There is a little playlist thing that's going on. They let us use it for free, and it's in our About Us section. If you're interested either in their music or potentially using it yourself, you can check it out there. Basically, it's a creator-safe playlist. So thank you, Riot Games. That all said, I don't think there's anything else to really say in terms of the opening intro, so we'll go to the full table. But at least all here in
digital spirit.
Yeah. Christian?
I see you put the candy in my spot. I approve.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no, somebody bumped a camera. Okay, well that
Which
happened. Over here. Just a little higher. Yeah.
Just a scotch.
Just a scotch, and then other way. Yep. Up and down a little bit.
Oh, now we're crooked.
Yep.
And then
Yeah.
Yeah. Pivot.
Pivot.
Down
Pivot.
on the left.
Other left.
oh,
Sorry, on the right. Yep, I got it backwards.
Oh, well,
Oh,
okay.
Oh no, actually, okay.
here, it'll be easier if I put it.
Actually, that's
Yeah.
not bad.
It's not. Yeah. It's a little. You know what?
Where is it? This one.
We'll go with that. My brain does hurt, but actually no, it is in line with the table,
So
Yeah.
so we're good.
Everything's fine.
It's just the height difference, I think, is a
Treasure
factor.
trail.
All right,
Belly
we're good.
button.
I think we're okay. All right.
say normal. Yeah, say normal, Chris. Oh wait, the delay. Sorry.
What? Do you, what you want?
Chastisement happened.
There's white chocolate and chocolate.
Stop coughing.
Chocolate.
I don't know.
God. Or feel better.
Grrr.
Or both.
Grrr.
Well, right now.
Chocolate.
It's fine enough.
All right, cool. So yeah, we had a couple of guests prior to the stream. Actually, not even I did. A couple of coworkers popped by, and then we may have accidentally bumped that when we were going over like how all this magic gets set up and works and stuff.
How dare they?
There they.
But you know, I get the chance to talk to somebody else techie about the tech stuff that I set up at home, and I was like, yeah, here's all the details. And he was like, that sounds confusing. I said it is.
It is.
Yeah, quite. Because, you know, like Bluetooth is factoring into how the audio works, but we can't always use it. It's crazy. So anyway, we were playing a game of D&D last week.
No way.
We did.
I know.
That's
It
why.
happened.
Do that.
So who wants to get into the recap?
We went to Centralia. Oh, we convinced Izzy to stay. We did that the time before. Did we? No.
Yeah, we did.
Was it the time before or was it
No,
last time?
It was last time.
It was last time.
Yeah.
Okay. So we convinced Izzy to stay. Well, Izzy made the choice to stay.
Right.
And then we left for Centralia. And then we we get to Centralia and we immediately get mind your P's and Q's.
Attacked by bird.
Yeah, and then attacked by birds. Yeah, so we got a message from a Duck Dorgiran, which I'm not convinced
Oh my
isn't
God.
just Dorgiran.
Duck Gearin.
Duck Dorgiran. And then a astral plane colored Izzy bird crashed into, in human form, a cart of some kind. So property
cart.
damage, everything that we were told not to do, basically. And then we walked around the city. We bought some stuff.
You saw some friends.
I saw some friends at the Liberty's Cut. Gave them the deets that we know. So they're gonna pass it along to the big boss. And yeah, we sold the Ring of Fire Resistance. And we're staying at the Bear.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dorgiran
man.
has noticed that the moon has been dimming.
Yeah,
We bought
Dorgiran is not happy.
some diamonds. You have been placing some random, very strange orders.
They're not random. random or strange.
Izzy has been mentored on how to attune to magical objects.
Yeah, that happened.
And also, things are magical.
All right. Oh, she also noticed that the shop guard was not exactly human.
The shop guard.
Yeah, the shop guard.
Oh,
for
the
enchanting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he was
right.
a
That's right.
automaton. She
Yeah.
suspects.
At the blind enchantments.
So we went to the bear to stay in the
Yeah.
sleepings. And there's an overstuffed. There is a stuffed dire bear in the main tavern area,
Yeah.
which is a thing.
Indeed.
He's gonna study and learn how to
Think
turn
Great
it
Wolf
into-
Lodge.
Yeah.
Just gonna watch it, study it.
Probably comparable in price to
Right.
the Great Wolf Lodge as well.
Hmm?
Probably comparable in price to the Great Wolf Lodge as well.
I bet, yeah.
Very matchy.
Yeah, so that pretty much covers it then. So, as the evening drags on, and as the night takes hold,
No.
there were let's see. Well, so I know that there was a bit of things we needed to kind of go over as the evening drags on, or not drags on, but as the evening comes to an end. So, sleeping arrangements. First and foremost, you arrived at the Bear, and though definitely the busy and pretty nice tavern and inn to sleep at, it is more on the tavern side, less on the inn. But you do have the option to stay there, as they do have lodging available.
Whatever I can fit in a bed.
I have a feeling that Centralia, of all the towns that we've stayed in to date, will probably have a bed that fits you the best.
I want that room.
California king size.
Well, as you go up to the innkeeper, who is a halfling man, kind of more the stout variety, maybe a little bit of dwarf blood in there somewhere. You see he has a short red mohawk that's currently kind of partially combed to the side. He's 3'5", regular build. Has a actually surprisingly kind of square-jawed face. Could be potentially, again, a bit of that dwarf blood maybe coming in. But as you walk up, he addresses you all and kind of, welcome to the Bear. You guys looking for rooms? How's this work?
One big bed. You guys ever watch that podcast?
No, sounds familiar.
Another D&D podcast. It's actually called Not Another D&D Podcast.
No, nice, right on.
Rooms.
Okay, yeah, sure, we can do that. We have some lodging available. Well, what do you? How many? How many?
This
She can't.
This many. And this many.
Four.
Yes.
Okay, good. I haven't had that much yet tonight. All right. So 4 rooms.
3.
How long you staying?
Just the night.
3.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1,
Daruk.
2, 3.
Oh.
So three rooms.
3 rooms. 1 with 2 beds.
Oh yeah, we can do that. Sure. Let's see. So 1 night, 3 rooms. Okay. Comes to 1 gold and 2 silver pieces.
Sure thing. Is dinner included? Do we have a meal?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Meals tonight were lamb pie with fries and a glass of stout. We have some egg soup and oat bread. That comes with a glass of just ale. And then we have some Drake ramen brought in, and it pairs well with a glass of brandy. That's what I had for dinner. Actually, just had the brandy.
And Izzy says she'll have a glass of brandy.
She will not have a glass of brandy.
Okay.
It kind of looks at you. How old are you?
How old do I look?
Somewhere between 12 and 302.
Boy, you're only off by 1,000 years.
She's funny.
She's funny. She's also not lying, technically, but treat her as a minor.
Oh, okay.
Do you age as a spirit?
What is the legal drinking age in Centralia?
That would be 15 years of age.
Not quite. Not quite.
So close.
Depends on depend on the species.
I don't,
Right.
Well, yeah.
Right.
Some random patient's like, hey, what's going on?
No, that's across the board.
Yeah. Yeah, here you go.
Thank you.
You see him hand out. Okay, that'd be rooms 3, 6, and 7.
Perfect.
Let's see. Room 3 should be the one with the double beds.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
And then just through there for food.
Oh yeah, just head up to the bar. Let them know. I'll just give them a wave.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
Who's hungry?
Like food.
I'm
All right.
starving.
We go to the bar.
Okay.
To the bar.
So, as you're served, and
Rin will use prestidigitation multiple times so that minor flashes on Izzy's forehead anytime the bartender comes by.
Minor?
Yeah.
okay.
Underage, whatever.
Misspell it and then
Yeah.
just take me for like a copper marker.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Why is that child advertising that they work in the mines?
You see Elvin
They
woman walk
yearn for
by.
the mines.
Yeah, working miners, not miners. Galaxy Quest reference. Love that movie. An elven woman walks by. The barmaid. She's wearing basically, your kind of typical working class dress with an apron over it. She has her blonde hair kind of pulled back into a kind of a looser ponytail, but it's kind of swirled about to kind of keep it a little under control. She walks up to you. Oh, hello, and welcome to the Bear. I'm Balin. Nice to meet you all. What can I get you to drink?
I'll have what he had. I point back to the innkeeper.
Oh, Gwen. That'd be the brandy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, not a problem. Did you?
Just the
I'm sorry.
brandy.
Were you staying the evening then?
We are. Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Okay. That does come with a complimentary meal. So, did Gwen go over the items on the menu for tonight already?
He did, but I'd love your opinion on what to order because we've never been here.
Oh, okay. Well, if you haven't been here before, I would say the lamb pie is good. But honestly, the Drake ramen, we don't get it too often. So since we have it brought in, I'd say take advantage of that while you can.
Sure. I'll do that.
Okay. And for you?
Yes. I'll have that.
Okay. Oh,
Lamb,
what's that?
lamb pie?
Lamb
Is that
pie?
what you said?
Mhm.
Pie sounds-
Okay.
No, wait.
You can have some of mine if you want to try.
What did you have?
Drake ramen.
Definitely lamb pie for me.
Lamb
No,
pie.
I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, lamb pie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does come with fries too.
Okay, cool.
Are there
Like
any
chicken
birds?
strips.
Right.
Are there any birds sitting on the windowsills outside?
Macaroni with
What's
the
going on?
chicken
I asked if there may be any birds were sitting on like the windowsills of the like looking in.
We just collected.
How many mallards are on the sill?
Right.
Yeah.
As the hours progress, another one lands. Another one.
Yeah.
As she looks and says, "Okay, well, I'll go give the order to the cook, and I'll be back with your drinks. And what for you two then? I can get a juice for her.
Perfect. Thank you.
Where is this fun?
And for you, sir?" She looks to Daruk.
Oh, I'll definitely do the lamb pie.
Oh, to drink.
Oh, and to drink, yes. It comes with a stout. If you'd like a different beverage, that is an option.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
You could drink the pie if you tried hard enough.
She writes the drinks down. Okay, just give me a few moments. I'll be right back. She walks away. And I'll take that pause as she comes back. With your order, she sets down the drinks and the food, which you dig into, and it is very filling. That kind of Moorish meal that really gives you your belly full. The Drake ramen has a slight kick to it, a little bit on the spicy side, but nothing that's too overwhelming. And the lamb pie is savory and very filling. Has that good kind of like soft, flaky crust to the top. The fries are crisp, and the juice that has been provided to you is also quite good.
Oh, man. Apple, orange,
Got that good.
It is apple juice.
good berry.
Yeah.
Good berry juice.
Do you cast good? You're like,
I wish I could.
yeah, right.
It is a cantrip.
It's a spell.
True.
Good bird's a spell.
Right, yeah.
Oh, is that level
It's a
one?
spell. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, level 1, that's right, yeah. Because it heals. And healing requires.
That's right. Sacrifice.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I mean, if we think Izzy's old enough to go
Christian.
fight, deadly beings, I think some alcohol might be allowed.
Nope.
You heard Mama him. She said nope. Real quick, she didn't hesitate.
My dad had me drinking way before that age.
She didn't have something stronger the first
The
time
roots
she
do the
healed
whole
something
man
and
thing.
not before.
Oh, right, yeah.
Back when my dad was alive, before he was turned into a warforged, he let me have drinks all the time.
I'm sure
not my
he
mom.
didn't.
So as everyone has a good meal, and some have more heartier drinks,
Yeah.
you all do have a nice little bit of rest before you head off to your rooms for the evening.
Yeah. And just out of game real quick, our intentions and goals for the next day is to meet up with these two and get the group band back together.
I believe so.
Yeah.
It still hadn't happened.
So as
No.
But we have to,
Every
before we
10
leave, we have
minutes,
to stop
a
at your
bird
shop,
lands on
right?
the windows.
Yeah, we could speed past that and just
Yeah.
say that I did it tomorrow.
Unless you have something to tack onto it.
well, that's if somebody else also potentially has something to tack onto it. So as the night draws on, we go actually to night now.
Our favorite time of day.
Yeah. Rin and Izzy find yourselves sleeping in your room, or at least getting ready to go to bed.
Meditating.
Yeah. You go into your trance-like state.
Is there like a balcony or anything on the room or nearby on our level?
There's a window that's facing outward, but it's not a balcony.
Okay. Did I notice does the inn have like a garden space or anything that's just like a quiet place?
It's more on the tavern side. The inns are
Okay.
basically just rooms that are attached to it that should patrons want to stay there, they certainly can.
Sure.
Or if they may need to stay there, they could.
Okay. I'll
So
find the employee only roof access stairway.
okay.
It's kind of like one of those little attic things that you pull down.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
And I'll just go sit on the roof and just think about the absolute terror that I am feeling about Izzy now being with us and what we're going to face and what that means. And
Izzy's sleeping peacefully. She's with her fam.
yep,
Mm-hmm.
yep. Yeah, I definitely waited for her to power down.
Yeah, go into the trance state, and you're
Yeah.
like, I
Still
think
thinking
she's
in terms
out.
of ward.
And just thinking about how we've lost so many of us and we've been fortunate enough to be able to bring most of them back, but it just feels like we keep getting ourselves into hot water and the battles just keep getting bigger, and while we're getting stronger, it doesn't feel like enough. And so I'll just pull out the book I've been staring at every night, kind of look at the cover and think about it, be very, very, very tempted. And give a roll. The save, right?
Yes, charisma. What was that?
15.
15. Okay.
Sorry.
You're good.
I meant to bring you cough drops because I have a big bag of them.
Oh, I got some. What the... Coughing doesn't help.
So, As you sit there and kind of just
Slowly die.
Holy die.
yeah, that's how Rin died the second time.
Yeah.
You got your backup ready?
Yeah. As you sit there and look upon the book and you consider what opportunities it may present to you and what knowledge may be within this tome, within these pages. Knowledge you can't even begin to imagine what all secrets lie within. From the words you heard maybe once before whispered on the wind, you once again hear something kind of call out to you, a comfort, something offering its help. But before you're swayed necessarily over to whatever may be calling out to you, you're able to set the book back and kind of place it down next to you. To once again maybe consider whether or not it has your best interest in mind, or what deals it may make to try to persuade you, certainly. That Discord notification's killing me. I don't know if it's my computer or not. I think it is.
Yes.
My bad. I'm sending reading rainbow gifs.
Oh, no, you're good. Hang on. Tell you what, Christian, keep talking. If you don't mind. Just keep talking.
Me to keep talking?
Yeah, just
Want
keep.
me to keep talking? Yeah.
Okay, cool. Good.
Okay, cool.
It's not going to be me anymore. Or, okay, send a GIF. I'll watch what activates. Did you send one? Okay. So, as you place the book just kind of on the shingles next to you, sitting there waiting.
Not yet, anyway.
You hear a voice behind you say, "I'm sorry, what do you mean by not yet?"
Oh.
And as you turn around, you see a woman standing there on the roof next to you. You did not hear her approach. As you quickly kind of look back like, oh, okay, I'm not alone. You see a very well-dressed woman standing next to you, wearing a noble's coat, and her hair tightly pulled back into a knotted bun, although asymmetrical strands frame her diamond-shaped face. Ears slightly poking through her hair. You think she may be of some elven heritage? Not quite sure. Her coat, a deep blue velvet, Victorian in style, with gray and white fur encircling the neck, and a black button-up vest beneath. Through the black fur cuffs at her wrists, you can spot cufflinks glimmering off the moonlight. Which can I have you actually make a perception check at this point?
Sure. Two switch dice. 20.
Okay. You recognize that on the cufflinks, though circular in form, there is an engraved dagger on each one. Beneath the coat, a form-fitting dress sits that is black with these beautifully embroidered silver swirls. And finally, her black boots shine in the moonlight, where, despite having gotten up on the roof, not a single speck of dust or dirt is on them. And the last detail you notice is a sheathed rapier at her side. As she looks on you, both hands resting on the hilt, she looks, "That's an interesting tome you have there."
It is.
She holds out her hand to help you up. "I believe introductions are in order. My name is Alexandrine Blue Surge."
Alexandrine?
Mm-hmm. You don't recognize the name, do you?
Mm-mm.
It's the same character, out of character.
Out of character. Or, I'm sorry, in character.
Okay. Because I was like, I don't recognize
Right, no,
the name.
none of you should.
How dare you? She owes me $20.
She looks to you. "You met Beryl earlier today."
Ah, so I imagine my not knowing your name is by design.
"It is. Forgive the unexpected introduction. I'm to understand that you've met with Jason Todrick and Master Varga.
Yeah.
Master Varga Runebinder, I believe. That's correct?
Oh, fancy name. Yeah.
I see. I have some contacts that would wish to know of their meddling affairs, and I wanted to speak to the people that actually saw these individuals. What's the last time you saw both of them? Either of them?
Seen them? It's been a while. Spoke to Varga. Like a couple weeks, Tony?
It's been about that, yeah.
About a couple of weeks. I have a feeling that they're keeping tabs on us.
I assume as much. Moonstone Guard, well, you've made quite a name for yourselves.
Yeah.
Potentially to your detriment, but not necessarily in a bad way either. It's good to be well known sometimes.
Sometimes people know who to ask to for help, but on the other hand,
You're easy to find.
indeed.
So, one other question. What do you know of the Shattered?
Well, they're kind of bad news bears. They want to raise this entity.
Oh, not the cult. The
Oh.
entity.
Oh, the entity itself? Well, it's a couple pieces of it have been put back together. It tried to bring down the gods, and it took the gods to rip it into pieces and put those pieces under guard. Though, centuries of lore does tend to erode over time. It took us reaching out to an archfey to get the information that we have. So
See her look and kind of give a slight nod when you say that. Almost a clandestine choice of words. We have some artifacts from some, well hidden, but well guarded dig sites that indicate exactly what you say. The Blue Dagger Syndicate mostly works as an information network. I'm sure you know that. But we do have our ways to collect items when necessary, keep them hidden, secret.
Dave.
Yes,
You couldn't help yourself.
I know. I couldn't help myself to lead in that way either.
You knew what you were doing.
And thank you for completing the circle.
Absolutely.
She looks and we have found some relics that indicate that it was not just the gods that assisted in the destruction of the Shattered in the first time. Well, the only time. But there were other beings too. And my worry is that should such an entity be reformed, it would take more than what we have to break it apart again.
What other beings?
The ancient dragons, for one.
Well, isn't that just ironic?
And two, the great monsters of old, too. It was a combined effort from many beings.
Monsters like Jinn, Medusas.
No.
No.
Worse.
Oh, God.
Beings that could...
The God.
Oh,
the...
yeah. Beings that could give the wretched council a run for their money, although those individuals also may have been participants in something. The things we found, they mention them, but not to any, unfortunately, great detail.
The beings that helped tear apart the Shattered, do you mean? Or the Wretched Council?
The wretched council.
Well, they're down a member, I can tell you that.
Oh, that is good.
Yeah, but Millicent's working on getting her way out, so that's less good.
Much. Well,
We were able to kill their most recent candidate, so As far as I know, they're still down a member.
With gusto.
Oh, that is a relief. Perhaps slaying another one would do some good, although caveat to that is that should the cult succeed, then that would be one less entity to assist us in, well, breaking apart the Shatter once again. If they would even be interested in such an endeavor.
I don't know that they are.
Fortunately, Reformation seems to be all that they're concerned with.
Yeah. Varga's slippery. There's been too many coincidentally timed encounters between Wretched Council members and Shattered members for me to not be suspicious that there's at least a friendship with maybe at least one of the Wretched Council members. If Todrick isn't one himself.
I suspect not. Well, if I can provide any assistance, you have the Blue Dagger Syndicate at your back. Although I would make one request. Try not to serve two masters. The Blue Oasis Guild, while a great ally, is not the Blue Dagger Syndicate.
Oh, absolutely not. No. But they do have a cool ring.
We have cooler. In a blue fashion as well.
Yes. Yeah. No, they afforded us knowledge at a time where it was greatly needed, and to gain knowledge, you had to pay to enter, so.
We're not opposed by any means, but we do operate independently of one another, so.
I have a feeling that there's a member in our group that might be able to take over my membership so that I can then go back to my roots.
That's good. Interested to know who that is, but we'll cover that another time.
Sure.
I'm sure you want your rest, and I have matters to attend to.
I do. On the dragon front, might not be as hopeless as we think.
That's good to know.
So,
Does this have to do with some of the rumors coming out of Inictal?
maybe. Of course, there's another one that's probably less friendly also flying around somewhere.
We've heard about rumors from an ancient multicolored dragon.
Red, blue situation. Yeah, he's nasty.
Yes.
Very cantankerous.
Nasty.
He would be best taken care of or given a wide berth at very least if he finds a nesting ground.
Be amazing to bring him into the fold, but I think that's a little lofty.
Maybe, but you know, sometimes they just like tearing shit up, so maybe it'll appeal to his interests, although helping the gods doesn't seem to be high on any dragon's list.
Unfortunately, banishment will do that.
Yeah. I have a bone to pick with the gods about that particular issue.
That tome, if it gets too much to bear, we have ways of having it sealed away. And I would encourage that if she looks at it with a bit of a quizzical look, anything made of flesh and bone in that fashion should be dealt with very carefully.
Yeah, it's kind of a security blanket?
Interesting
Last
choice.
resort?
That makes more sense.
As fortunate as we've been in our encounters, we are still way out of our punching order here. So, you know, seen entirely too many of my friends die. So, if worse comes to worse, and we need a monster.
I'd hate to see someone who I know is so loved turn into one.
I would too, but hell of a way to go out.
We all do become them at some point in time. It's a matter of getting back from whence that journey takes us.
Indeed.
But you need rest and need to go.
Yes.
She looks-
Did he pass along the locations I gave you?
Which ones in particular?
for the Shattered?
Not in particular, no. You made mention of the Crimson Cow, but we know that they've mostly pulled out of Orthheim at this point. Which other ones?
We have from our contact the last known locations of the pieces of the Shattered.
Oh, those. I thought you
Yeah.
meant the cult.
No, sorry. The entity. Very confused. You know, they really should have picked a different name, but
Unfortunately, yes. Makes things a little difficult to keep track.
it does, yeah. Yeah. It's like, you know, a father naming his son the same name. You know, at least you can kind of go junior, but
Junior.
Well, we are keeping an eye on those areas too.
good to know. If you ever need anything, contact us and I'll pass information as I come across it.
Would be appreciated. She kind of leads you to where the access point was. She walks you over there. Until I see you again.
Till I see you again. I'll head inside. Go to bed.
You walk down. See Izzy still in her trance state.
She's snoring. She doesn't have to, but she is.
One sock on, one sock
Yeah.
off.
Yeah. Blanket is like partially off. I tuck it back in.
Nice.
Little anime snot bubble.
Yeah. Just drooling.
And one dream happens that night. Daruk.
I'll be back.
Okay.
So,
I've been holding that in for something.
yeah, no, appreciate
You
it,
did well.
but yeah, very much so. So, Daruk, as you rest that evening and find sleep finally claim you, you wake up once again at the Temple of Barlen. Empty and full of light, but no one present. You see the kind of grand hourglass that makes up what is effectively the main altar. And you kind of hear this rumbling thunder in the distance. You look around. What do you do?
I will approach the altar, the hourglass.
Okay. Yeah, if you walk up there, you can hear, almost with each footstep, a low rumble of thunder matching your pace.
Is the thunder like coming from outside or?
It is, yes.
For now, I'll approach the altar itself. I'll go all the way up to it unless something stops me on the way.
Okay. As you walk up there and you can hear the thunder rumbling around, you eventually hear this kind of booming voice echo through it once you finally get to the altar. Daruk! What are you doing in my temple?
What?
What?
Oh, right, sorry. You mortals are used to seeing people. And with a crash of lightning, you see what looks like kind of a lithe elven man with this kind of reddish hair, wearing these red robes and I guess more strawberry blonde hair. It's kind of short, little tousled, wearing these red robes where there is an hourglass in the center of his chest, with a lightning bolt striking through it. He goes, hey, Barlen, nice to meet you. And extends his hand out to you.
Take a knee immediately.
He goes, oh, no. And he immediately goes down and kind of picks you up. No, we don't do that here. It's that. I've tried to get my followers to not do that, but they keep on insisting that, be humble before your god. It's not my style.
The most dude bro of God.
Right,
Love
he's
it.
like, Oh, we don't do that. Not forever.
We don't do that.
So he picks you up, and so what brings you to the temple?
My brothers and I came here. I had some kind of vision that I needed to come here, and I came, and then I had another vision that I guess I don't quite understand. It relates to the Isle of Eternal Shadow.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, no, I remember seeing you. Yeah, no offense, and I truly don't mean to upset you at all. Your power doesn't come from me. Granted, I'm also a god of the tempest, god of the storm, but, yeah, somebody else answers your prayers.
What can I say except you're
Hey, you dedicated your whole life to me, but I ain't listening.
Daruk probably is standing there with his jaw kind of dropped open, like,
He gives you he stands to your side and kind of gives you a pat on the back. Oh, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it. This happens all the time. Gods can kind of get overlapped with, different beliefs and rituals and things. No, you want to talk to Adlak. He's your guy.
Affleck?
Not Affleck. How
Did
dare
you
you?
hear what he said there?
No, I didn't.
It's like, man served me his whole life. I hadn't been listening.
His god is so pissed at him because he keeps calling him the wrong
Right.
name.
Like, that's why you keep rolling like shit on your phone.
That's why he won't talk to you.
This is his way of telling you to lose his number.
Yes. So Adlak is the god of wrath and disasters. So more of the destructive side of the Tempest than the other variety, I guess.
Yeah, Daruk is probably A, kind of starstruck, and B, confused and just has no idea what to say at this point. But I guess after a second or so, he kind of goes, I guess thanks for letting me know. How?
Oh yeah, not a problem at all, man. Don't worry about it.
How could I get in contact with Adlak then?
Oh yeah. Hey, say no more. And in that moment, he stretches beyond belief in size, breaks through the top of the temple, scoops you up in his hand, and you get chucked
No fucking way.
as you begin flying through the air at breakneck speeds. You hear a voice in your head, "Have fun,"
Oh boy.
as you then yeah. Yeet. As you're yeeted across the continent, you then land on the Isle of Eternal Shadow, slamming into the
Jesus.
ground and skidding, coming to a halt at that kind of broken temple basin that you had seen before, a base that you had seen before, where there was the kind of the ziggurat style temple structure. As you once again are shrouded in darkness and colors of both white and black, which, funny enough, not unlike Dune 2, where that whole Harkonnen
Ain't seen it, bro.
place was. Yeah. No spoilers.
Chill.
There's shadows in Dune too.
Yeah. Huh?
There's shadows in Dune too. How could you?
Sorry. But yeah, no. They're
in Dune too?
yeah, right.
Heavily spoiled.
Yeah. But yeah, you land on that island once again, seeing things in strictly black and white. And you kind of pick yourself up as you look, and there is I hate to use, I don't want to use the term skid mark because that's horrible.
Do it.
That crash mark.
Yes, there's an impact point and then a line dragged in through what you now see are once again bones
Crater.
in the earth.
Is it like a mark where he skid across the ground?
Yeah, pretty much like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Like a skid mark.
I was hoping you were gonna go for like the Yamcha crater.
Another one that someone else got yeeted over.
Correct. Just you. Yes. Now, as you kind of get back up. You feel a little rocked, although maybe it's more of your consciousness than your body. But as you stand up, oh, we have an ad starting in 5 minutes. Okay, good to know. As you stand up, you once again hear the thunder going on in the distance. And as you can see, there is both the flashes of lightning, but then you can actually see the strikes hitting the ground around you. Not immediately, but like in the distance, some 200, 300 feet.
Okay, I will start heading toward the ziggurat then.
Okay. As you begin walking up the stairs, you can hear the lightning strikes once again striking the ground closer to you. However, and as opposed to creating the kind of cratered impact sites, they're almost more just connecting with the ground, kind of like a Jacob's ladder of arcing lightning from the sky to the earth. As you continue walking up the stairs, you eventually reach the top, and as the lightning almost forms this cage around the top of the ziggurat, you once again see a figure enshrouded in darkness and shadow. Arms crossed, staring at you. You hear them with their booming voice speak out. You are needed on the Isle of Darkness, on the Isle of Eternal Shadow. Why have you forsook this charge?
Now this is the more god that we were expecting. That dude, bro, god.
This tracks.
My allies and I are trying to gather as many allies and as much power as we can to face the Shattered.
As you say that power and you end your word with Shattered, you immediately hear another boom of thunder as the voice rings out. Power? If you seek power, come to the island to claim it. It is your right, and you have abandoned it.
Daddy Affleck means business.
Daruk will take a knee and say, I apologize. All this time I thought it was Barlen that was answering my call. I did not realize that.
Before you can finish the apology, when you mention Barlen's name, you hear bah! As another crack of lightning and thunder rings out in the air. This one much closer. Barlen. That child wouldn't know what a real god is if one came and struck him down themselves.
I know you don't owe me any answers, but why would you answer my prayers and calls if I had been trying to pray to Barlen all this time?
Because I see what is needed of your time. And a fun, loving, playful trickster will not bring you the resolution you need for the conflict that comes to your world. If you seek power to prevent the Shattered's reformation, Barlen would not provide it. I would.
Understood. I know I said last time I would come to the Isle as soon as possible, but I will. That will be our next mission, even if I have to come along.
You see him shrink down to your height as you see his face look up from you and kind of almost pull your gaze up towards him.
Break in 10 seconds.
Okay. As he says,
Oh,
you cannot stand the island alone. And ad break.
Maybe.
Yeah, it should be starting soon. Yeah. Ad break for Adlac.
So
He's an
Emily, this is
angry
my
guy.
sister Marky. Marky, this
Hi.
is Emily,
Nice
Chris,
to meet you.
Hello.
Jake,
Okay, good.
Pat.
That's me.
Nice to meet you.
Tony.
Yeah. Well,
Why are you not sitting in my chair with all the candy?
Oh yeah.
There.
Did you?
Well,
want
she
some
does have the
visit?
bowl of Reese's.
huge bowl of candy right here.
This is Lindt chocolates of varying flavors.
I'm stuck.
What is-
I had
Okay,
just
fair.
Look
ate.
at that boating.
When did you go back?
I didn't. It's been down there.
Oh,
Sweet Desire. It is bourbon aged mead. Yes.
it's my favorite flavor.
Have you cracked it?
It's so
Have you cracked it?
good.
I mean, I've had it before,
It's deli-
but
it's like
I'm good with
spice
cracking
wrap.
another one. Honestly, it's been in that thing for years. I think it is.
Try.
Yeah, go for it.
Depending on the kind,
Yeah.
it's either really good or fire.
Oh,
What's that?
okay.
I said mead. She said I'd
Oh,
never
yeah.
had mead, and I said depending on the kind you pick, it's either really good or just
I mean,
fire.
it's like wine. It goes from like sweet to
Yeah.
dry.
It's thick wine.
Okay.
Yeah. Also hits you hard, but then falls off quick too. So that's kind of
That's true. Yeah. I've never
that.
had a mead.
Don't like that.
Weird.
This one has
I
the
think
sexy
you would.
It-
Sweeter.
It doesn't have like the sulfates in it. Like wine does. So.
Yeah, I actually got some bottles upstairs though too.
But
that?
it's like
that?
No,
it's like a honey
apple sin. So
But
apple
it-
sin.
It's also like whenever I
And then
depending on the
something
kind,
else.
it ranges
I don't.
from
I think
more
you
like
might
a
need
thick
a bottle
wine
opener for
to
this.
Oh,
No, it's
more
a
like
corpse.
a
Okay, cool.
Nice.
whiskey level of
Do you have vodka back here?
Of course.
Yeah, you were just
I have
talking about
everything
how
back.
vodka
Like,
would help you clear that
it's
out.
good.
Oh, right, yeah.
Like,
Just drink the
I'm
bottle.
not doing it.
There's a handle of it
here. I
beneath
like
the
both,
bar.
but like if you're looking to dip your
Ooh,
toe
it smells
in,
good.
get a hammer.
Well, I see
One that has it,
sky.
it's like honey
That is my favorite one.
flavored or
It is.
something like that. It's usually the place.
Actually,
No, they're all gonna have a
Tied for
honey,
first.
some sort of honey flavor to them. Because
Yeah.
in a three-way
that's the
tie.
base. It's honey.
Is anybody else partaking
them.
in this? Yes.
Yeah.
Either way,
Yeah.
your message came through. In the couple of something I was about to say.
What?
I
Please
almost
make it.
started laughing.
Okay. I'm not sick.
I'm the boy that
Now
I
it's just that never ending.
What message?
I'm a little worried for
Everybody's
myself, to be honest.
feeling
I donated
weird
blood
right
to this. This might be fun.
It pops up with like a preview of like
Oh, which one was it?
Yeah.
You want some too?
But yeah, no. So they have a.
Drain it out the whole.
I want to say they have a blueberry one that's aged in Merlot barrels that I really liked a lot too.
Wow, that was just water.
Oh yeah, I did fill that with water.
Thank you.
I thought he was just commenting on how weak it was, and you're like, no, that one
No,
actually
yeah,
is.
yeah,
water.
yeah, it is.
Are we being serious?
No.
This one's the one that's like
Like,
a good balance of sweet.
No. Yeah, nice.
With
Yeah,
a
it's
little
pretty
bit of
smooth.
heat.
Yeah,
You
remarkably.
heard-
I kind of wanted to burn because I wanted
Oh really?
to make it.
There's other stuff back there too. You
I
can
don't
do
need that
gin.
much vodka. Come on.
Christ, Chris, you're killing me.
If you really want burn, we can get you a bottle of the Stro 80. Pour some of that. Or how about the Malort that you bought?
Bro, no. That was bought to make someone else miserable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still never forget my brother's comment.
What?
As soon as you guys left, he got into the truck and goes,
Oh, that was awful.
he started coughing.
I knew he was putting on a face.
Oh, yeah.
I knew it. He's like, yeah, didn't even notice. Wait a minute. Why? You guys are being a little fucking pussy.
He can't let
No.
you
Okay,
youngins
That shit burned me
know.
out.
I mean,
That's
I mean,
yeah.
the three of us all finished. I'll finish the
I have
shots.
I have
I
a
didn't.
bottle
I'm a
of
bitch.
a.
I'll admit it.
It's 100 proof, but it's.
I was just
Irish whiskey bourbon, I think?
That breaks over.
I have that saved for our 100 year, or 100 years. Jeez, 100th episode.
You hadn't told me that. That's great.
He's funny.
Oh yeah, I placed them over there.
To try to get it out of sight of her.
It was actually because I saw that they glue the glow in the black light, so I was like, well, that's where they're gonna hang out.
Okay.
So
I
yeah.
love it.
I made the mistake of moving.
I'll move him back. Ad break's over.
Yep. You're supposed to get it out during the ad break.
I know, but it's more fun that everyone else enjoys it.
That is true. All right, so as we picked up, Daruk, you were being informed
Golded.
Yeah.
Chastised.
by by Adlac, the god of wrath and disasters, and yeah, letting you know that you cannot face the island alone.
Anyone need a soda or anything?
I'm good.
Do you want me to grab some more?
Daruk will look up and say, then I will convince my friends that this needs to be our top priority.
Oh, sure. Just gas lines.
As he kind of gives you a nod of acknowledgement at that point, see that you do. The power that I will bestow upon you will be enough, maybe even to smite one of the pieces of the Shattered entirely.
Promises, promises.
But it is up to you to claim it. Now, as you see him raise up his kind of palm towards the sky, awake, as he calls down call lightning and strikes you dead on. You're woken up from a full-on fop sweat whenever you like wake up from like the fever dream and you're just covered in sweat. And you feel your body, like that tense kind of, you wake up, I spasmed in my sleep.
Like when you feel like you're falling in your sleep, you're like,
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. Kelsey will tell you I know all too well what that's like because I've launched her into the air.
Oh no.
So Daruk wakes up and everybody around immediately hears, "We gotta go!"
You're alone, so.
Yeah, through the walls. Yeah. Or they hear a duck in the morning, depending on when Dorgirin woke up, which is where we're actually going to move the conversation to.
Perfect.
To pick up there. So.
Izzy wakes me up at like 4 a.m. She's like, I'm up.
We need more sleep.
You throat punch that child.
you gotta draw a line in the sand so they know where.
I start to because Rainier has trained me, and then I'm like, it's a child.
It's just a child that trusts you.
Yeah. So, as we move back to the other side of the party, in Heartland, as we are now officially calling it that. Yep.
So tiny and quaint.
Yeah. With a lot of farmland. Woo!
Chris, movie mini. Movie mini.
Yeah, great.
It is in the way of the key.
Yeah. You said so, okay. I was like, wait, what? I thought you called him a skank for a second.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Skank.
I was like, oh, skanks. Okay, I get it.
Both are applicable.
Fair. So, as the two other members of the party, plus, oh my god. Corford. Thank you. Jesus. I was like, Dorgirin. I'm like, that's not the name I'm looking for. As you three wake up within Grigor's Games, it is another day where the other side of the party has still not arrived yet.
Like I've got no time at all.
Oh, is that what we've been doing? Just chilling?
So you've been here for, this is the start of your third day now.
Have I done? I didn't know we were. Have you sent this map?
64 years.
No. Which I will post it into the Historian Maps section. Actually, no, I did. I did put it there.
What? What'd you put there?
In the Historian chat thread. I'm sorry, Historian Maps thread. It is posted there.
Heartland.
Yeah. Where I officially renamed the town so I didn't have to worry about any sort of copyright infringement from World of Warcraft. No thanks, Blizzard. You don't need my money.
Yeah, they sure don't.
They really don't.
More of your.
Yeah. I mean, now that they're owned by Microsoft, they don't need it either, but they're going to get it anyway because it's Microsoft.
Yeah.
So,
Love you.
as
Happy now sneezing? What's
Bro,
next?
I
You have the
fucking
most
kill me.
hideous sneeze face I've ever seen.
Jesus.
The fuck?
Dude, look, it's all the way up to your bottom eyelids.
What?
It was
What the fuck?
unnecessarily harsh.
You should clip that.
Oh, you're right. Got
Got
it.
him deep.
Not sure what the fuck I did, but okay. God damn.
Sneezed, apparently.
I already hate sneezing. Fuck.
How
no.
dare you?
As you wake up at Grigor's Games, it is the beginning of the third day that you've been here. So the first day you kind of got here, it was close to, so this would be technically the second full day because you arrived pretty late in the day on your first day here. But you wake up once again. Did you ask about. You hear from Toru, the human wizard that kind of keeps an eye on the place, makes sure everything's above the table, and has his watchful eyes everywhere. You hear from him, no, I haven't seen a woman, a minotaur, an orc, and a small child.
Is this a joke?
Do we know that the small child is?
Why do we know there's a child?
You do know that Izzy is actually no. Sorry, you would not know that Izzy's with them.
Thank God. That's part of my.
Yeah.
You would, because I check in with you every night.
Okay, so you did that. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was the morning or night. So.
Oh, I think I said every night so that I would use the spell slot in the nighttime instead of
True,
the
and then
day,
regain
so,
it. That makes sense. Okay.
I kind of like let you guys know our progress every night.
Yeah.
So why would we be surprised we're not there in the morning?
That's a good point.
Retcon the retcon.
All right.
Like, as far as you know, we are currently on our way.
Yeah. We're in Sunflower.
I'd rather not know Izzy's part of the group. I'm gonna throw that out there.
Well,
Okay.
We get retcon the retcon.
I've now
Who are you with?
only contact Corver.
Yeah, that's true. So Corfer would have said that Izzy's with the group.
God fucking
Yeah.
damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
I'm
would
still gonna
have.
rip into him on why the fuck they brought a child.
I don't know, man. I'm not over there with it.
Not Corper. I'm going to rip into
You
them.
can see
Oh,
what
into
child
them.
can
Okay,
do.
gotcha.
And you change your mind.
I
I'm
mean,
already so fired up. I'm ripping into you on it.
Don't shoot the messenger, literally.
hey,
Because the messenger in this case will crush you.
Facts.
Don't even make these guys.
I'm not as crushable as I once was.
It's true. Yeah, you've been working out.
It just showed up. I went, and everything just bolted.
Yeah.
Master Roshi style.
Yeah. All right. Well,
He literally just woke up like this.
do we just hang out here for the day then? What do you guys want to do?
Targaryen's
She
eye is
got
twitching and his room's covered in bird feathers.
As a point of exhaustion because you have not slept.
I've just been constantly sending birds.
Is that what's happening?
You're turning into like Charlie from that one episode where you just crazy look on your eye.
He's the crazy bird lady.
I have animal messenger. I can use it as a ritual. So like I cast it for free. So it's just like every 10 minutes there's a bird flying.
Now go. Spread my message.
I'm getting real tired of the zealots in our group.
That's
some
fair.
shit up.
I think. Well, we got some time, so
Here, you know what? We never get a chance to like just kind of like talk shop. Words are hard. Hold on, how many times can I alt tab before I find what I want? I know you've taken this dragon Slayer scimitar, and you've done some fine work to it.
no, thank you. Appreciate it.
Wasn't sure.
We don't fight that many dragons,
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yet.
and like, but I also have this, and I just like twirl the candy cane, which I think he knows what it is by now. Think you can do anything to augment something like this?
What do you mean? Augment the candy cane?
Yeah.
How so?
It go boom more.
Doesn't go boom now.
Well, you.
Since when
Are
is
you
it
wanting
an
like an
explosive
ice
candy cane?
explosion kind of thing?
Right.
Oh, I didn't actually mean boom. It's more so. It's strong. Like it's strong, but I don't know. Have you got any ideas on just ways maybe you could improve it, or
We can carve a froster into it and see what happens.
what would that possibly do?
I don't know.
Let's see what happens part.
Didn't know you literally meant see what happens.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've never worked with anything created from the Fae themselves outside of the mall, but that mall is entirely different. That looks like that was made, honestly, with, you know, I don't even know.
Does the
It was
candy cane
from
actually taste like
the
a candy
Archfey
cane?
himself.
Like peppermint?
Yes.
And blood.
And blood.
One more time. Sorry.
I said it's from the Archfey of Winter himself.
Right. Yeah. So.
Or ag or anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Right.
did not have a choice in this. I just woke up one morning and we're there, and well, I'm gonna get shit. Fine.
Well, let me ask this: you've been studying some runic magic, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a frost rune you can work with yourself? Like how that
Yeah.
functions?
I've got this rune I can use like once a day, and it tends to just, I feel really sturdy when I use it. You know, I feel a lot better anytime I'm struggling against strength or constitution.
Okay.
I don't know how to say that without just reading
Yeah.
rules.
Right.
Well, let's see. Do you mind if I take a look at it real quick?
Yeah.
Kind of takes it from
I
you.
think it would be when my strength slips away from me or my fortitude wavers. I lean on my frost rune.
Well, it's ability check or saving throws.
Oh, okay.
There's probably a couple ways we can work with this. How do you deal with fire damage right now?
I don't.
Well,
Well, or I got
it hurts.
The only missing patches of fur.
I basically just kind of like flip the cloak and go, hope this works.
Gotcha.
Hope this works. Dragon.
I mean, honestly, I get
Batman.
plus saves on saving throws, which are the dragon flames,
Yeah.
or if it's a spell against me, I have advantage. So
Well, we can do one of a couple of things. Given that this is a sword and all that, seems like it's more augmented for martial prowess, the fighting side of things. We could probably see if we can enhance it to give yourself resistance to fire damage, kind of make you a little more, protected by the ice.
yeah,
Actually, hang on. Hey, Dorgarin,
We.
how long do you think your friend's going to be? Are those ducks working?
Don't it work?
Oh, we're hoping.
All right.
I literally throw another duck out the way.
that was really good, and that's it.
All right. So, work in progress.
Yeah, they don't come back, so I don't know.
Fair point. All right. Well, he looks. Tell you what. You give me a hand with this. I think we can probably knock this out within a couple days.
Man, so we should have started almost a while ago.
Like a session
Well, I mean-
or two ago.
I didn't really listen to what was happening.
We didn't really have a lot of time to be able to stop and work on it. Traveling on the road, like we don't really have that kind of time. But if we're in town for a little bit, they said they were just leaving Centralia probably this morning.
Correct.
Hey, what's up again? You can probably stop sending ducks.
He's
Oh.
like, nope.
As I just grabbed like another one.
He kind of looks.
Literally on his shoulder.
I have like ducks like over my arms and stuff.
Yeah. Where did you get all those, by the way?
Oh, I have my waist.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
Pat, will you give me my dice behind you? I forgot.
He looks.
I'm gonna stealth and try to shoot the next one that comes out of the window.
You're gonna shoot a duck.
An
It's
innocent
a
duck.
living duck. It's
I mean,
not
I'm
conjured.
You're at a
Yeah, you put a
tavern.
dice so you can commit murder on duck kind.
Literally, half of this trip is just finding ways to fuck with Orgear.
I mean,
I'm looking at you,
you
now.
could go fuck with like the dwarves and cultists if you want something to do.
Yeah, go figure out what happened to those winterings.
Yeah.
Are we still in that town?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were.
No, they.
No,
I thought that
they're-
was this town.
They arrived in Heartland and
Oh.
they're just hanging out.
So this is not the mysterious cloth on the roof town.
Correct.
Okay.
They moved on.
Yeah, that was what Lunaram.
I wasn't sure when we were talking about
yes.
the change in travel.
Although a little more on the German side, Lunenram.
So for real, how long will it take us to get to them? Like
2 days.
2 days?
Yeah.
Okay. So they have at least 2 days in this town unless they decide that they gotta go now.
Right.
How's the moon looking?
From last night, it seemed dimmer. There's still some light to it, but
We gotta go.
Hold on. Have we checked where in the lunar calendar it is?
we have. Yes.
Okay.
You're about 3 days off.
Oh.
From the eclipse or
Oh, not an eclipse.
No, from like full moon or new moon?
Full moon.
Oh, so it's that dark going into a full moon?
One of the moons is that dark. Yes. There are two.
Lunar calendar.
Big glowy
They normally do,
Oh, okay.
but one of them is dimmer than the other, and noticeably. So even though like the image is almost full, it's not nearly as bright as it normally is.
Okay. Are the people starting to notice?
Like the townsfolk, that kind of thing.
Yeah, the regular folk.
Yeah. You gonna ask about it?
I mean, that would have been a prudent thing to do one night in a
Yes. Yeah.
Hold up.
Other people have noticed.
Think about this for a second. You start asking those questions, people are going to be like, hi, and how did you mention it? And then you're going to create widespread panic. He's like, yes. That's exactly what I'm
that's what I
Please
want.
don't sow
Those are my
chaos in my
goals in
world.
life.
Talk to him.
Yeah. True.
But taking a 12-year-old,
Right.
Yeah.
that's irresponsible.
Yeah. I will listen. Yes.
Listen,
Like, hey, little kid, you want to go to the moon and fight monsters?
That's literally what you did.
And she was like, yeah. By the way, yes. That
You're 12. You can make your own life choices. No, no, you can't.
she's a thousand.
She's a 12. She's a 12-year-old elf.
yeah.
So
She's like
I mean,
a
older than
thousand
even a
billion.
thousand, to be honest.
Yeah.
Has she actually lived for those 1,000 years?
Her soul has been.
she was
aware.
dead for most of them.
Yeah, Tony brought up a good point, and this should be canon. It's 6,012.
6,000.
11,000
Of which you were dead for 6,000.
years old.
You're 12.
It's all relevant.
So, but like her soul
Functionally,
was
So
aware.
you and
Torment.
Corfer are gonna work on that.
Ting,
That sword.
ting.
Yes.
We don't need it.
So, I need a roll from you and a roll from him. It is up.
Like it.
Actually, you know what? We will both roll individuals.
Okay,
They just
and
get like loud
what am I
and happy
rolling?
and then like,
So
hold it
you'll
on
be
there.
rolling. Let's see. This would probably be intelligence. What's your non like combat runes or sorry, ability scores? So
Well,
intelligence, wisdom, and charisma.
plus 2, 1, 1.
Okay,
In
so
that order.
be intelligence then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unless I can do saving throw.
No.
If it explodes, maybe.
Yeah. But you are proficient in Smith's tools, I think,
Yes.
and you are also proficient in Arcana.
Also, yes.
Okay, so then.
And
This is
Fey
fake.
Fiend are undead.
It is Faye.
Yeah, but this fucking
now.
hell. God damn it.
It came into word.
Yeah.
All right, you can use this too.
You are working with a fey weapon.
Fuck me. Sorry.
We'll find out what the dice do. So, go ahead and roll at advantage and apply your intelligence plus proficiency bonus as the modifier. Because you were, you're proficient with
So
both.
it's just about my saving throw.
Yeah.
19.
Okay. Total?
Yeah.
All right.
Ting, ting.
Right. 'Cause this is a. That's me. Yeah. Like that.
So on the first day, as you are working on this, Corver is actually having a little bit more trouble than you'd expect him to, which is unfortunate. But you're able to help out and kind of, I won't say not necessarily course correct, but assist him as he's beginning to try and work with it. And you can see he's just kind of struggling with it. Maybe it's because of the Fey kind of ancestry influence over it, but you actually end up kind of correcting him more so than him being able to work on it himself. So at the end of the first day, it's progress. May not be exactly what you're wanting, but it's going pretty well though. And as you can hear him just like, it feels like this thing's it's hard to work with. Like it's innately tricky. It's weird.
Would it be easier in full size?
You're telling me this is not full size?
Is it just a candy cane right now?
Right now, yes.
And then I
He's got his tiny hammers out.
had such a good activation word, and I've forgotten it all these months later, year later.
Yeah.
Something like take a
but-
lick of my stick or
Oh God, no.
I mean,
Would not have allowed that.
no.
No.
Okay.
Overruled if that was the
If
case.
it's a candy cane.
so I just kind of whisper a word and touch it, and it turns into a full-on like scimitar. Or what is it? It's not a scimitar.
No.
Yeah.
It's a
It's a
short sword.
rapier.
Rapier. That's right.
Crap, yeah.
As he kind of looks at it, then looks back at you. Back at it. We probably should have done that earlier.
We just started. That was my intention.
Yeah.
That was
Okay. All right. Get out your tools. We're gonna try this again. So, day cycles. Second day. Oh, it's much better.
That's not. It's a 15.
Okay.
It's a 7 and an 8.
Gotcha. All right. So as he continues to work at it, and this day, with the guidance that you gave him from the first one, you see him actually kind of really get to understand how to work with it. He looks, okay, I think, yeah. Actually, you know what? Hey, your activation word. Hit it one time. It shrinks back down. Dink. Okay, now get it back to full. Perfect. You see him take out his big maul and then set it on the kind of the anvil that he brought with him that has all these kind of runic carvings into it. If this breaks, I apologize. And he slams down the hammer on it.
And I'm just. I was like,
Wait, what have you done?
falling out and everything. Like, the fuck?
As you hear that ring of like iron on steel, which was kind of shocking. It's called the candy cane. He holds it up. Yeah, that did it. Hands it back to you. That will now transfer frost resistance, or I'm sorry, fire resistance to you. Got mixed up. I tried to put a little bit extra effort into it, didn't quite take. If we get more time, I'd like to take another stab at something else on it.
Maybe get it a stab.
Didn't mean it, but now I do.
Get a little bit chillier. All right.
Stay frosty.
Do you want to change the
I'm
item?
gonna.
You got this. I believe you'll make it through. You're gonna live. You're gonna live.
And as the day moves on.
Alive.
So, as team we don't know yet?
Team something else.
Something else.
Something else. I like team we don't know yet.
We should change it every session.
We should
Yeah,
change
right.
everything.
Attaboy.
Team formerly known as Snake Charmer.
Yeah.
Formerly known as team something else.
Yeah.
Also known as team we don't know.
Perfect.
Where you
So-
going? Wait, no.
Yeah. As the second day comes to an end and you and Corfer's work is finished, the steady string of ducks continuing ever onward, and
We gotta go.
eventually, as the day gets closer, there's about an hour left before sunset, and Dorgarian, you see a duck flying back to you.
Back.
Fun fact:
One that you recognize, actually.
I tried to hit a duck and I rolled a nat 1.
Perfect.
Look. That duck now recognizes your face
Yeah.
and is going to run.
The duck will remember this.
That's fair.
As you see it flap to you and just...
What is it, boy?
The deer stuck in a well.
Are they on their way?
Can you not speak to the duck?
He has to cast speak with.
Okay, I'll turn. I'll do animal speech.
Okay, yeah.
He's trying to save you money on your car insurance.
He was reaching out to me about my extended warranty.
He looks... yeah.
Is it the first duck that he sent that met
He's
us
like,
and
I'm a representative of Ablac.
I never heard it until literally today. So
What'd you see, boy?
Bad luck.
Hey, DM knows that if he puts thought into a name, the players will ruin it for him.
there's a like I'd say it's 60% chance.
Sounded like fast movement.
Yeah. I'm gonna guess it was
right?
probably Mike playing video games and needing to get back to his game.
Oh,
Okay.
I just make sure it wasn't an emergency. He's gotta go.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm gonna guess. I mean, I haven't got any text or anything. So
Man,
My
somebody
assumption.
called the cops when I sprinted through my house for a game. I got like a blacklist.
right. It's what it sounded like earlier that he was enjoying some Call of Duty or something.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. So as the duck lands in front of you and you then cast Speak with Animals,
Kind
it just sits there.
Oh, did they give you a message to bring back?
Yes, they said, why so many ducks?
I just needed to make sure that they were getting the message.
Ah, okay. Yep. They got
Okay,
it.
They did. Okay.
They're not far now.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. One more duck.
He just they bring up stuff and he goes back from whence he came.
Yeah, so you see him kind of look down. Not me then.
Oh, don't worry. I got another one here.
See behind.
Okay. There's
He can
There's
call
water,
him.
and then
You
just-
can call them to him.
takes off.
He's got the duck and he holds it by the face. He's like, repeat after me. You gotta go.
I like having this mental
We're out of
picture of
today.
Dorgarin walking out to the lake and just going full Snow White, and he's just like,
Oh, yeah. Right, yeah.
You know, skimming the water towards him.
The benefits of being, part druid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
You see me just on all fours chasing them around just to keep them away.
Got one hoof on you, like kicking it back.
But you're just at the like the shoreline and everything. You're like, I'm not going on that water. Not a chance in hell.
Yeah, I'm like standing in the water.
waterfowl of Hearthland, lend me your ears.
Or
So-
whatever ducks have.
Is Redeemer like normal cat looking, or are you starting to look like a Sphinx cat with all the like missing fur patches and stuff?
Why would I have missing fur?
All the fire you've been taking.
Are you? Well,
That was months ago.
Yeah, it had to grow him back, right?
Yeah,
You still got a haunted look about you though.
that's true.
yeah,
Like
I guess
a
so.
smelly cat from
Wouldn't
Friends.
really. I don't know that your nature.
What are we
changes,
feeding
does
you?
it?
No, because there's other stuff that haunts you still.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
question is, have you gone to therapy to actually like move beyond it?
I don't waste money, no.
There you go. Yep. That is very much in line.
Plural,
with, yeah,
chill.
yeah, very much in line with Renier's character.
Yep.
You did unintentional
don't-
occupational therapy with Corper.
Yeah. Yeah, Corford's just asking like, "Hey, man, you think you're doing really well now?" I'm like,
Like, thank Corporate, I really needed that. You don't know how much I needed to say that. I still love you. I'm glad we all get the same meme.
yeah.
You
So-
did not think that.
He's
no,
always
okay,
the one that
yeah.
doesn't understand
No,
any divines of the memes.
It's a
No, because you guys are always all on TikTok. I don't.
It's
No,
a,
this is
no,
not
this is
TikTok,
like
no.
from
Vine.
Intervention.
Oh,
You
I don't
remember
do
the
Vine
show
either.
Intervention? That's I don't even know if it's still on anymore.
Who is?
But he's this guy having an intervention, and he's been stoic the entire time, and then all of a sudden he breaks down. And he's like, "I still love you." Ah.
Nope.
Somebody put the GIF in there.
I hope so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
All right,
Yep, yep.
well, there you go.
All right, let's continue. Where were we?
Yes.
That's all you need.
So, as the last hour of the day progresses and sunset finally does set,
You call yourself a nerd.
Sports nerd.
team something else, where are we? What's going on? Finally arrives in Heartland.
Perfect.
With
Hi.
directions, I'm assuming to probably go to Grigger's Games. Yes
I
or
sent
no?
a duck with the directions.
Okay, gotcha.
Will you allow
I
me?
assumed as much.
Yeah.
Will you allow me to
Duck
learn how to
directions.
polymorph into a, or not polymorph, shape,
Wild shape?
wild shape into a duck with all the time I've been spending with all the ducks?
Just wanted to make sure that
Yes.
you guys got it the first time.
And the
Yeah,
second time.
absolutely.
That's why you
Plus,
repeat your
it's,
phone
like,
number and like.
so
in the
how
DMs.
we homebrew the wild shape rules is that we tie it back to the CR rating. Basically
Okay.
goes back to like an hour of time is required for one CR. So, or I'm sorry, no, it's 10 minutes. So if it is a creature that is like a CR0, which duck would be, you're like, yeah, I get it. It's a tiny little bird.
You're right.
Got it. But if it becomes more complex and everything as CR rating then also scales, then it takes more time to.
Also, another question about wild shape. Does it have to be alive?
No, but
So I could spend time with that stuffed bear, right?
yes, although we also
I'm not
do.
going to. I'm just asking.
True. We do the other homebrew caveat that we like to do for wild shape is that if it is a dead creature, it takes longer to study it
Right.
because you don't get to see its
it.
movement and body. Yeah.
Come on,
Now,
move.
with it being a bird, though, the whole. I thought birds had higher CRs because of the whole flight thing.
They do. I'm pretty sure ducks are still a CR0.
It's,
Waterfowl,
it's
you know?
Yeah.
druids can only turn into flying creatures at level 9.
Yeah.
So it's dependent on like the movement type.
Right.
For druids.
Okay.
Although interestingly, penguins would not fall into that.
they're not a-
Although they are swimming. So
Yes.
they would fall under the swimming category,
which
then,
is level 5 or
Yeah.
something like that.
so
Boy, those little fuckers can
So you
swim.
need
They
an
can.
ostrich.
Is there a dire
Right, yeah.
penguin?
what?
Is there a dire penguin?
I made one. Yes,
Yeah.
Did you make a dire?
of course I made a dire penguin.
What does a dire penguin look like?
An emperor penguin, but like the size of a human,
Okay,
Oh man,
that's kind of scary.
right?
no,
I
no.
was like want to walk up to you, just, I'm like, fuck.
I'll
Okay.
slap the shit out of you.
Just waddling there menacingly.
So, as the other members of the party arrive at Grigger's Games, you see Corfer, you see Dorgiran, you see Rainier, all sitting at a table, and likely, I would assume, Dorgiran with one more duck just in case.
I just have like ducks on my shoulders. And like covered in
And when you beat me
feathers.
to it, I was looking for that one.
the king of the ducks.
just like I've become one.
If you sent another bird, I'll get it.
As you guys walk in, before you can actually get to their table, you see a human, wizardly looking man walk up to you and say, I tried talking to him. Can you please ask him to get rid of ducks?
Please. For
I
all
walk
that
up
is
to that
holy
man.
in the world.
And I say to him, "What's your problem with ducks?"
Inside the bar, not okay.
Hey, ducks are people too.
No, they're not. They're ducks.
We are so
They all
done with the
have
ducks,
names.
sir. We're
Can I-
so done with the
Do I
ducks.
do I see them?
Yeah, you can see Torgo talking to them. Yeah.
Careful what you do, man, because you might just become Izzy's favorite person.
What would I
That's
do
out
here?
of character, by the
You've
Right.
been warned.
way. Yeah.
Alright.
Chris does nothing for the rest of the game. Avoid that.
I don't know. When are we leaving? Sooner we can get this little kid killed in combat. Like, you can take it, Izzy. Go get him. It's freaking. What's a bullet?
Yeah, yeah. That cast like disintegrate.
Right.
Okay.
Rain like.
He's gonna use her as a human shield.
Yeah.
Hey, hop on my back. It'll be fun.
Like one of those diamonds we just bought.
Yeah.
I'm taking the dodge action behind her.
Not right. Yeah.
Oh, we're kind of skipping over something here. Does Daruk talk about his vision and dream at all?
Yeah, Daruk, do you tell Rin about your dream?
Like, as soon as we met up for breakfast, Daruk would have probably told you all.
His life's a lie.
His prayers fell on deaf ears. Why does this dude keep praying to me? I gotta bring him here and have a talk.
Yeah, yeah.
That's rough, buddy.
Zuko style. I hope they
He
put
would-
that
he
one
would
in
pull-
live action.
Well, he would have told Vadir and Rin obviously, like, he's not like not telling Izzy, but he's not.
Going to his game, like,
Confiding
guess what
in
happened to
me.
me, child?
Yeah.
Child, what are your thoughts on that?
Right.
Right.
I'm having an existential crisis. Child, help me.
What's that like?
I know you
We
just
break
came back to
Izzy's
life,
mind
like,
by
3 days
stating an
ago.
existential crisis.
So yeah, you spread that information to them, and how do we react to it, y'all?
That's a lot to unpack.
So it like
Good looking out, dude.
out of character, like for a minute. It seems like we have two really dire things we need to get to right now. Like right now. Jake's obviously we gotta go, and
We're closest to
is
Jake's,
Daruk.
yeah.
Yeah. So, but like Daruk made promises that like, hey, it's the next thing I'll do, but we have to go do this other thing first.
Yeah, what did he say? Was he like, oh, I'm totally chill being put off? That's totally fine. On your own time, sir. Or no.
Go now, or be
Yeah,
damned from me.
He wanted me to go as soon as possible.
Well, he sounds
And
cute.
yeah, I know we have to do this one thing, but after this, I have to go.
Oh, you gotta go.
Ordain knows all about having to go.
Are you gonna start sending ducks at us?
Do you need to
until
borrow
we
a
get
duck?
them?
I don't think I can that I will probably just call lightning behind us to goad us forward.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Just outside of 5 feet behind you to goad you forward.
I mean, like, how do you feel about it? Obviously, he's not warm and fuzzy, but like, this has got to be tough on you. I mean, you thought that you were worshiping the same god that your brothers were worshiping. Wait, were your brother? You said your brothers had the same dream. They also misinterpreted the dream?
Oof.
So, the reason we came to Tasha in the first place was we all had a dream the same night of the Temple of Barlin in Centralia.
Right.
And so we all went there, and when we got there, then I had the vision of what I now know is the Isle of Eternal Shadow.
So he was like, wrong turn, go here instead. Essentially, except
Yeah.
it didn't really, wasn't very clear.
So Izzy's pretty curious about your brothers. What happened? You know, what was their fate? Why did you guys separate? Oh,
You have brothers?
yeah. You have parents?
Parents? Yeah, so I guess if I remember correctly, Tony, they didn't have any further visions once we did our pilgrimage to the Temple of Centralia. And so they went back home.
They were just like, well, not us, better go home.
Yeah, it turned out to be a.
Yeah, and I didn't really know exactly what I was looking for. And part of the reason I joined you all was because, you know, you're a band of adventurers, and I figured traveling with you, I'd eventually find where I needed to go.
Do you want us to get word to your brothers and tell them that the dream was wrong and that they should meet you at the Isle of the Endless Shadow?
We could send
I
ducks.
could. I could also
We can send any kind of bird you want, honestly.
What'd you say?
Maybe like a peregrine falcon or something.
What'd you say, Christian?
Oh, I can cast sending to them. And actually, Daruk probably would have periodically throughout our adventures too, but
Check in. Yeah.
and no, they're not named Barack and Roll, Kelsey.
They're not?
How many times did you say
I
that?
thought that was canon.
Yeah, no, it's Daruk and Darul.
Oh, the.
Oh, yeah.
I'm kidding. I don't know.
Where are my notes? Because I have actual names.
Yes, they are. It's canon.
One of them should be Daruk. The other one should be
Daryl.
yeah. There we go.
Daryl and his other brother Daryl.
Nope.
Brothers, twin brother.
Sorry, I'm just
Daryl.
thinking of what was it, the MacGruber sketch from SNL. Hey, Darrell, it's Daryl.
Or there's
So
an
good.
episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force where Meatwad wishes for the Easter Bunny to show up, and then he all wishes for another Easter Bunny. So like a second one shows up. Hey, I'm the Easter Bunny's brother, Daryl.
Okay.
So like, no, that just made me think of that. Sorry.
I need to rewatch that. It's been
so
too long. So, sorry, go ahead.
That kind of clears it up. We get the sense of urgency, but it's like he's willing to let us do the one thing, and then we immediately have to focus on that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm focused on the task here.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah, and I
We gotta go.
assumed that you guys would not join me. I mean, he specifically said I couldn't survive it on my own. You guys obviously would not join me if
As he says,
I tried to
that includes
cut out
me.
now. So like,
Yeah. One big family.
Family.
And got friends. Got friends.
So,
but Rin, to answer your question as far as the existential crisis, yeah, I'm definitely feeling that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just, I'm not really sure what to think, but for now, I mean, I know he's been answering my call. So I'm gonna do my best to return the favor.
Do you want to answer his though? Like, it's very different. Like, I mean, you were heading towards this god's bidding, and you were aligned to his values and stuff. And what do you even know? Do you know about him? Like, do you know what his canon is or anything? Like, what he's about, what his deal is? Are you aligned to that? Because, like, we've broken pacts before. If we need to, we need to oust this guy, we can.
How much does Daruk know about the religion of Adlac?
Make a religion check.
He definitely has your back if, you know, some unforeseen event happens.
It's just
One might even call it like a
Eventually-
disaster or something.
Yeah.
Well, that's
That he
Unfortunately,
caused.
that fits.
it's just kind of convenient that like it ended up being Adlac, and we have a very duck-centric episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on with this episode?
The planets aligned for this pun to just
And,
never end.
And
Yeah.
a D4.
Okay. Yeah. So you made a roll and then add a d4 from Badir.
oh, it was an 8. So even with the D4, I imagine it's not that good.
12.
Well, I mean, if you get a 4.
Now what? Well, yeah. Go ahead and roll a d4 and we'll see what you get.
Sorry, I'm having trouble with D&D Beyond.
Ah.
There we go. Hey, 4, so 12 total.
Okay. Nice.
Oh, they broke 10.
So, from the from the things you know with Adlac, canonically aligns with more of the lawful evil side of the spectrum in terms of the gods, but one that you know is also, or that you at least begin to suspect, maybe up to interpretation. Adlac being the god that that most respects power and kind of almost authority over anything, and that almost a might makes right kind of attitude. You know that when it comes to the sides of the storm, absolutely the destructive side. The side that kind of, maybe I wouldn't say necessarily sows chaos, but can shake things up in a certain way. But the specific domains then would be aligning to light and tempest.
So yeah, going back to what Rin asked, Drew would say, I mean, as far as his values, I'm not 100% sure if we align. But I do know that, like I said before, he's been the one answering my calls, even when I thought it was Barlin this whole time. So that's got to count for something. And
That he's
also, he
needy.
told me he would give me the power to destroy potentially a piece of the Shattered if I just come and claim it.
Well, that's huge.
Huge.
And I don't know that that's something we can turn down right now, even if I wanted to.
Big if true.
Well, I wouldn't be a very good friend if I agreed with that statement. I don't think that I wouldn't want you to put yourself in any kind of situation where you feel like you would be sacrificing a part of yourself or your values to get something that, you know, could potentially maybe help us. You know, I'm not even sure if I believe that guy for sure, but you know, like, we're always in a position to walk away is what I'm saying.
Just curious. What's up with Barlin? What kind of god is he?
Oh, the god of time and storms, also known as Barlin the Redeemer.
You could always switch sides, brother. You've been praying to Barlin this whole time.
I mean, he's been ghosting you, but
Ignoring me, apparently.
Barlin's probably like, I should probably take care of this.
No, that's not the right address.
Right?
return to sender.
Has a forwarding service.
Well, I realized today that I ordered something for work and I had it delivered to my grandma's house.
That tracks.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's neither here nor there. But
Yeah, it's at your grandma's house.
But it,
Oh. You know what? Give yourself inspiration for that. Like, it doesn't expire. That's just
that was
inspiration.
good. That was good. That was quick too.
Yeah.
No, but it tracks with the, like, you know, what your character was going through. So why not Christian too?
right.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, I appreciate it, and I'll think on it, but I'm gonna need more time. This is kind of a life-altering revelation.
Yeah. I mean, we're here if you ever want to talk, but totally get it. Probably need to chew on it for a bit.
I mean, not to sound preachy, but you know, it could be an opportunity for growth.
Have you heard of our Lord and Savior Kale?
Just want to talk to you about your growth.
Wait, doesn't Kale hate magic?
No,
Medusa.
no, the crazy people.
And
In
Metropolis, who worship Kale.
Yeah, he's not really cool with them.
Hmm.
They have a disagreement.
Wouldn't that be so awkward to be the god of something and then have a bunch of
And
followers?
just have your followers misinterpret everything?
Right.
Crazy, you know? And then, like, you know, just push that agenda with the religious zealotry.
So, on that note,
Staying away from Metropolis.
Vidir,
Hello?
could I make a perception check real quick?
Hello.
This is not going to end well for anybody. Especially me.
Yeah, on that note, Daruk was probably gonna. How much has Vidir talked about Kale prior to this? Like, I feel like you haven't talked about it a whole lot. At least not with me.
Not really a whole lot. It's not really, I'm not a pushy person.
Yeah, he
So-
tries not to be preachy.
Yeah, you know, just all about growth over here.
Yeah.
I'd say like maybe a very small amount, but realistically not much. That's a 14.
14. Okay. So when you walked into Rivera's games, you did note that there were quick survey of the clientele and everything. You saw a lot of people that are probably more the working class, merchants, farmers, that kind of thing. We did see that there were a couple individuals that were kind of at a table too by themselves that had what looked like more like the kind of Knights Templar-esque kind of look to themselves. They were wearing like breastplates with a tabard over it that had a gleaming sun on it, although black in color versus the kind of gold that you would likely expect, white though tabard itself. And as they were sitting there kind of talking to themselves, when you walked in, you approached the table and kind of were catching up with your friends, you saw them take note of you and then begin walking and looking back at you,
They recognize
talking
the true soul.
and looking back at you.
Do I sense any intent between the eyes?
Make an insight check for that.
Malicious intent.
Criminal side eye.
Nefarious intent. That's the one.
Shit, what's that? Oh, same thing, 14.
Okay. They've taken interest in you with, I mean, clear amount. As to what they intend after that, you're not quite sure, but they've definitely taken notice of you. From what you can see, they seem interested.
Hello.
One of the times that they look at me, I will do the divine sight to make my eyes flash.
Okay.
Or divine sight.
Oh, gotcha.
And then just carry on.
Okay. As you do, you get a ping in the room.
Oh shit. Okay.
But you see both of them kind of like surprised when you do that little eye flash thing. Neither of them were in the direction from where you. Does it give you directional sense, right? I can't remember that. If it's just within a radius, or if it's like.
I can sense anything affected by the hollow spell, or know the location of any celestial being or undead within 60 feet.
Okay, perfect. So the mage that approached you earlier, undead. So
Just, I don't care.
yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, the two individuals neither responded. But you see both of them kind of look a little surprised as your eyes flash, and they see you turn around and they look and they can kind of murmur something between themselves and look back to you before they kind of both give a nod, stand up, and then approach you.
Did I notice him doing his eye thing?
Did you? Perception check, please.
Does anybody notice what Izzy's doing?
Did you say, does anybody know what Izzy's doing?
Does anybody notice what Izzy's doing?
What is Izzy doing?
She's at the bar.
Oh, okay. Did you try to sneak away? I guess is the big question.
Were they? No, I didn't try to sneak away. I just walked. I assumed everybody was preoccupied.
Okay. What are your passives then? I would say no. Somebody definitely picked you up.
Wait, are we back to like right now instead of retconning again?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're making addendums, not retcon.
My passive perception 17.
So the
Okay.
second she walks away, why the fuck is she here?
As you then see a female half elf and a male human approaching you.
Hold that thought 1 second. We'll return to that.
The man speaks up. Excuse me, sir. The breastplate you wear, that seems of interesting origin.
So your tabards.
Yes. Where did you find such an item?
Along our adventures.
Anything you care to clarify on that? Elaborate?
Bryn slides in. Who wants to know?
No.
You okay, bro?
My name is John Ogden. I am a steward of the sun, and a man wearing what appears to be the breastplate of Kale merely walked into a tavern of Rigger's Games. And if that is what I think it is, I don't even know what the implication is.
Oh, he's like Kale's champion or whatever.
Right. Could we have a word with you in privacy?
And what's your companion's name?
And then she speaks up. I'm Leah, Leah Elsing. I am also a steward of the sun.
What did you do this time?
A word with him in private or with us in private?
With him. He is clearly someone chosen, and frankly, the rest of you don't seem to be, so it would be of interest that we speak with the potential champion of the Kale.
I point at them all.
I've chosen not to give a shit.
Good. They immediately just turn back.
This is character forgetting, but are they the fanatical group from Metropolis, or are they a different group?
So the way that they introduce themselves, that aligns with a fanatical group from Metropolis.
shit.
Don't let them mug you.
The man speaks up. If it's too much trouble, we understand. We'd be happy to speak with you at another time, but we are of great interest if you are indeed the champion of Kale.
I mean, I talk to him on a pretty regular basis. Is that...
You see them both look to each other. The beacon lights the way. The beacon lights the way.
No, I'm the deer.
You.
The...
Do you know of the prophecy?
Do we have like peanuts at our table?
Sure.
I'm
I'm
sitting
going to
there.
start chucking crazies.
I'm getting another duck out.
You do not know whose company you keep. This is the chosen of Kale.
I'm going to give you the most wry look. Like,
He is meant to light the way.
I mean, they know who I am. Yeah, they were with me when we came across this, and I made my communion with them.
You witnessed the ascension?
yeah, it was in a dusty ass desert.
Dusty.
At the temple.
And what was left of it?
They immediately bow and drop to their knees in front of you.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
Actually, we were there, and
I mean, I watched him
honestly,
put it on.
honestly, I gotta say, Kale did mention he's a little disappointed. I don't mean to speak for the champion, but like we also got the message. He's a little disappointed. I mean, his temple in the desert, covered in sand. What are we doing here, people? What are we doing here?
I'm still
see-
just chucking peanuts.
Both of them kind of look to each other. She speaks to the chosen. She speaks to the god. She speaks to the chosen. What?
Yeah,
they both
his
look up.
temple shambles. What are we gonna do about it?
As they both stand and look at you.
I did not. I thought you were going to not go trolling, and I was going to be really sad.
Izzy comes to the table we're all at with a tray, like a barmaid tray of beers. Spilling.
Oh,
I got money now. I sold that ring.
As,
Well, you're not completely worthless. They take a drink.
as both of these fanatics look to you, what would you command of us?
What?
do you have a broom? Because, again, desert, temple, disrepair.
What would you command of us? Champion of Kale.
Moon Mommy needs help.
No, want their help.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Is this a situation that needs natural selection? Like, 'cause we could send them on an adventure.
No, I do.
A quest, you say?
I was not prepared for this whenever I woke up this morning. I was prepared for more stupid ducks.
Bryn's gonna pop into your mind. You have an
The
opportunity
ducks on my
here
shoulder just look at you.
to potentially change the course of Kale's worship to something he thinks is worthy.
Like,
Well, she ain't wrong.
Well, tell them they could start by not being so snooty about magic because he's a giver of magic, and maybe they should probably go fix up the temple. I was only half joking about that. Return to their roots, the original ways, the old ways.
I will,
You see the like eagerness in their eyes on your every word.
I summon the scythe and then just like lean on top of it. I'm gonna need some time to think about the implications of what you said today.
We understand.
Just keep calm for now. We'll talk in the morning. How long are you here for?
We were here on station only to keep an eye on things in Heartland. We did not expect to see the champion of the chosen.
What are you looking for in Heartland? What kind of situation would you be looking for?
Oh, we're forward scouts from the outpost built on the opposite side of the Greeted Swamps.
Okay. And are you just looking for like monster trouble?
Heretics that must be put to death.
Oh,
That escalated quickly.
What's considered a heretic?
Those that practice the arcane arts.
Right.
As they still look
I'm like,
eagerly upon the deer.
I just look at my ducks.
I didn't think.
You summoned your sword out of midair.
Yeah, I summoned the scythe and I'm leaning on it right now, like just staring down at them.
They're like blue sparks at Ren's fingers. She's just like getting real irritated.
I don't even like magic enough. It's funny.
Should we send word back to the Grand Temple?
No, not yet.
What do they consider talking to ducks? Is that an arcane art?
What is the main gist of the prophecy? I'm kind of blanking on it right now.
The chosen of Kale will light the way. He will be the beacon that will provide us absolution and usher in a new paradise to Tasha, to Istoria herself.
Womp womp.
Well, for tonight, sit tight. You guys are doing a great job. I'd say let's just take the night off. Just have a relaxing night.
I see them almost confused, but vigilance is mandated
I know.
within the circle of the champion. We must remain vigilant.
Izzy with 2 beers shoves them at the guys. Kill
Both.
requires you to drink and be merry.
Does this child speak for the champion?
The child should not be speaking.
She does.
Rude.
You can speak with me.
Then it will be done. Merriment is to be made. It's
Yeah. You're in the presence of the champion. I'll be vigilant for you.
You see both of them just look at each other and smile. We've been accepted. They both cheers the glasses to one another.
Party on Wayne. Party on guard.
They both slam them down. And they both look. It is a joyous day. Celebrations. They walk over to the bar, almost like nearly running. You see them order more beers.
If they come back,
Don't want to murder idiots in the middle of the night.
I do.
I'll do it in the middle of the day.
So you don't like them because they're anti-magic because they think their guide told them to be
Oh, hey,
dicks?
you know how you don't have to worry why you wouldn't have to deal with them again? We gotta go.
Yeah, we do gotta go. So
We do.
Everybody, pack up your ducks. So let's roll.
they told you to take the ducks outside.
When they're ready.
If you want. I mean, I could change the voice that I sound like in their heads. And speak some sense.
Meanwhile, Izzy's spreading bar peanuts on the floor for the ducks. There's a duck stampede in here right now.
No, stop making a mess.
I could
Ducks
go.
periodically fly from Daruk's shoulder,
Yeah.
pick up a peanut, and then back again.
No, I'm going to tell you to stop making a mess, and I'm still chucking peanuts at them at the bar.
Yeah, yeah.
What's that restaurant where they throw the rolls at you?
It's Lambert's.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Hilarious.
Is it?
Kind of.
You kind of hate it, don't you, Chris?
Oh, for sure.
I'm sorry. Growing up next to this airport hasn't been a fucking nightmare my
Oh,
entire
I
life.
didn't even think
Yeah.
about that. Holy shit.
Yeah, right?
It made it really easy when we had a home phone to find out who was like just mass calling us.
Because it's saying
Someone's
wrong.
no Lambert there? No.
Click.
I
So,
mean, I could go full. And Dread Pirate Roberts is here for your soul.
Or we could just, go.
We have been walking all damn day. My hooves are tired.
I got a cart.
I don't
Literally,
care that you've been
which is
throwing
great.
ducks every couple minutes out the window. I'm gonna go to sleep and then we can leave in the morning.
We have a cart.
What time of day is it?
so it is just after dusk at this point.
So you also have to sleep.
We got a cart.
I'm not gonna sleep in the damn cart again unless I have to.
It is just after dusk. If you choose to, you could leave the town of Heartland and then
We could
get
camp.
on the road. Yeah.
What's
get a-
Corker's idea on this?
He just chimes in. I mean, if there really is a push to kind of get there as soon as we can,
How many days
head out
out are
tonight.
we?
Also, he's a practitioner of arcane arts, so I mean,
Yeah, that too. I don't really like fanatics being around. I didn't know they were here.
Yeah.
What did you do?
They existed.
Yeah, I think it's probably because we got closer to Metropolis.
Where are we going? We're going to the next town. It's like a day. It'll be fine.
It's probably like a day and a half at least. I mean, actually, if we're going on foot, it's probably gonna be 2. So then,
Get a motor.
We have a cart.
yeah, that's the thing though. Like, yeah, we got a cart, but that allows us to, yeah, just carry stuff.
Does the phrase
Ad's about to
fuck,
start. Ad has started.
does the phrase
No,
fuck
ad
me
starts in 5.
running mean something different to
Seconds.
you now?
5
Your
minutes.
girlfriend is smoking running.
Amazing.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Also,
Fitting.
this scared the fuck. What the fuck is it?
Yeah. Well, we're not an ad right now. Just to let you
Oh,
guys
I
know.
thought we were.
No. Ad starts in 5.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
I thought you
4
said
4.5.
It's an ad. I was like, okay.
Sorry, it was the notice that ad starts in
Gotcha.
less than 5. So,
Okay.
yeah.
We
So,
got 5 minutes.
right.
I would have saved that for the ad time.
Absolutely.
I mean, I think it was actually better that it was on it.
A little bit. So, as Corfer kind of thinks about it, I mean, Dorgarian, you seem like you really want to get out there. I'd say we make as much progress as we can. Maybe we can make the next town in a day and a half as opposed to 2. That'd be good.
You just hear me mumbling, these fucking gods.
Yeah. I mean, we're dealing with a lot of heavy stuff though, so makes sense, right?
We've done nothing.
I mean, hey, we
did your thing already.
Yeah, we got your frost room.
No, I meant that you took that. I meant that as in I haven't actually done anything super difficult today, so I'm not like.
I'm sorry.
I meant as in like physically straining us. We haven't been on the road all day.
You're right. I was the one working on that sword a bunch.
Didn't you only do one hit?
So I'm kind of
No, I did
curious
several.
how
Just one
close
big
to
one.
getting kicked out of the bar are we? Because Izzy is spreading straight chaos.
At this point, yeah.
Oh no, I would have
You've
kicked your
definitely.
ass and sat you down by now.
No,
you
it
gotta
wasn't
catch me
set.
first.
Yeah.
Kicked her ass.
Picked.
Yeah.
Never set up.
You can see that the barkeep, Adam Grigor, from the namesake, who has silver hair, blue eyes. He's about 5'7", a little overweight, but a decent goatee and a big scar on his face. Now has become quite upset at the mess that has been made within his bar.
Wait, I'm running, throwing peanuts. Ducks are flapping
What makes
feathers, and I'm screaming, "Free the ducks! Free the ducks!"
Okay.
I'm running through the bar, and I'm like,
So-
"Catch me, fatty!"
next time she comes
he looks.
anywhere near our table, let me know.
Okay. As she begins running past your table, you see one cup get hurled towards her. What's your armor class? Oh shit.
18.
Okay, he actually hits you. He pegs you. Yeah, he pegs you. Like, ah! Just single point of damage.
Wait,
Some
I'm sorry.
people too. I was like,
Who threw a tankard and Izzy?
It was the barkeep, Adam, who owns the establishment.
in his
I'm going to
defense,
walk
I am
over.
fucking this place up.
Doesn't
High five
matter.
him.
I whip around so fast. My eyes are glowing, and I'm like, do not
This is what you look
Attack.
forward to.
our child. I acknowledge she's out of hand. We are leaving. Do not strike children.
Do it again.
I won't do it again, so long as you all leave.
We're literally on our way out the door. Also, you got some fucked up clientele here. Have you heard these people?
He doesn't care.
Money's money.
I don't.
They
All right, I give him a gold piece.
I care about you though.
Thank you. I'm sorry for the damage and the birds and the insanity.
Birds are actually fair.
If it is any consolation, I have to continue traveling with them.
My ducks behave.
I have to clean up the droppings.
and the peanuts and the feathers.
Thank you, child.
Yeah,
Like
if
I
I'm
would-
getting dragged out.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Eh."
like I wouldn't clean up after my ducks.
I'm gonna walk and just give you a nod on the head. Stop.
I
First of all,
tried
we
it.
still haven't acknowledged why is she here?
As you then head out and leaving Heartland, this is the conversation that takes place.
Before we leave the bar, I will go up to the two dinguses and just like, in the most like non-menacing but semi-menacing way, like stand in between them and just put the arms on their shoulders. Just I'm gonna go.
You see both of them, like, as you're about to give this speech, you see both of them look up at you and just,
Yeah, because he's a big dude, right?
yeah,
He's
but like with that hope and wonder almost. He touched me, kind of look.
I'm gonna go out and do some running. You two continue to relax and enjoy your night off. Spend it and reach out to Kale. Just see what he says. But know that I'll be protecting you.
And the ad starts now.
Good job.
Perfect time. Yeah.
I'm gonna go pee, and which means I'm moving, so I'm gonna cough a bunch more.
More.
Yeah.
Upstairs. Yeah. We'll just track him.
Yeah. Don't have to worry about the freaky floorboards when you can hear.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh.
I was not expecting that existential dread.
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost
Brought on.
forgot. I have notes, and you know, I never try to write too much necessarily to a script rather than get the beats, because I like having the little bit of like improv stuff that we do. Keeps it fresh. But it was like one of the things I was like, right, fanatics, yes.
That reminds me.
What do they think of
on
the
him the
moon?
whole time.
What do they think of the moon?
Yeah, townsfolk have noticed for sure. What you got?
How would you feel about the lower part of being like that? The Sphinx head up here, and then the lower part being kind of like detached and split.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You
that'd be awesome. Yeah.
Are you
This is how I was
excited?
Yes. Okay. Perfect.
We're
But with
charging on.
like, you know, jobs.
Yeah.
Gonna be stuff.
Yes. Yeah. Perfect. There is a slim chance that could come
Sweet,
up.
sweet God boost.
Powers of stuff.
If it would
Yeah.
just be an appearance, not actual.
So what I can probably guarantee you is I'll have a draft drawing gray and black.
Okay. Yeah.
Color.
Yeah. Okay.
But like a line.
Yeah. If I could find a way to like make this stuff actual minis, I'd be so happy.
You need
So-
some tea and honey, my friend.
Tony, tea is terrible.
Yeah.
Tony is terrible.
Fact
True.
untrue.
It is. I'm terrible in a good way though. Like I'm terrifying. You know.
The terror.
Yeah. Right.
That item that I got, would it be a step two? No, that'd be dumb.
Right. Whatever you want to do, man. Whatever you want to do.
I haven't decided what to do.
That'll happen.
I'm gonna.
It's always fun, like planting. It's like the DM side, right? Where you plant the seeds and you're like, "Where's this gonna go?"
No, I'm waiting for something to.
Yeah.
I think I've told you.
I do have an addendum when we come back from break,
Okay.
as I'm leaving.
Cool.
Are we
I'm interested.
Dinguses.
Are we purposely ignoring my vocal?
What the fuck is she doing here?
Yeah.
You said it
I
twice,
hope
so
so.
I'm figuring on the third time, like usual, we'll probably pay attention to it.
Save it for the call right
It's also set in the middle of chaos.
I didn't know there was chaos when I did it initially.
No.
Yeah, there's a child wreaking havoc and two.
It may have been more like to the gods, you know, like, what is she doing here? Like, we can play it that
No, it would
way.
have been the first thing I would have said when I walked up to the.
Well,
table.
right, no, that part for sure. But then, like, when everyone's leaving, you say it out loud, like, to just anybody listening at that point, and then you may address it more directly.
So I'm realizing I'm just I guess I should probably do this as on the actual stream, but it's like, I realize I'm just a part of this group. But if you're gonna have this quasi brat here at the moment, you need to do better.
Specifically her.
Who has to
You
do?
need to do better dealing with her. Or I will.
That'll be
Who,
good.
me?
Yes.
Actually, no, I can't.
Not my kid.
I can
Oh.
like,
Oh.
we're about to come off of break. Or off of ad.
Go do it. It
Ooh.
won't take you long.
Okay, yeah, you guys got it.
Can I?
Yeah.
Can I turn her?
You do whatever you need.
Yeah. You can certainly try.
This is entertaining stream.
Why do we have this sassy lost child with us, though?
I'm gonna answer that question. And another question. What are you doing here? Chris?
What?
What are you doing here? Keep asking her, why is the child here? Well, why
Yeah.
are you here?
I'm an adult in a bar.
Why are we all here?
What are you doing? Right.
Well, I mean, we're about
I
to
think
go
the
fight
answer
a
you're looking
cosmic
for is
horror
I
that's
chose to be here, and that would
that's
be
trying
my
to
answer,
devour
too.
a godlike being.
Okay, these are all just big ones. Okay. I was like
Yeah.
looking for the
The rib.
like tiny rip, and I'm like, it's not ripping.
More from
Can
them?
you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you just like
Mm-hmm.
tilt them on there?
You could actually take the bag as I'm done with them. Do you want the bag?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, I'm into sweet things now.
And I'm back to savory.
Did you remember that?
What's going on here?
It was not. It was not front brain, but yeah.
I'm going to clue your character in as soon as we get a chance.
There, I've got something in.
Uh-huh.
Protect me.
It's not you, actually.
Mm.
It's someone moving a chair.
Yeah, I'm so fucking jumpy.
Huh?
I'm so fucking jumpy. I was talking with Tony and these two walked in the door and dude, I was... Because the door made a noise.
Alright. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Okay. What'd I miss?
I got chips.
Nice. All dressed, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All day.
So we are on the road again.
Oh, I still don't know.
Yeah. Boop.
Bryn's probably flying, so Izzy can ride.
Okay.
And as I'm getting ready to leave,
Incorporate.
I just do a quick turn on.
Mhm.
I'm still trying to kind of learn my place, so don't spread word just yet, please.
They kind of look confused at each other. But the champion has been seen.
Yes, the time will come. But
Chips hit.
just like learning a new job, there are some quirks you have to kind of work out a little bit. I'm not quite perfectly ready to go.
Smite the non-believers.
He's got work he's got to do before he can be a beacon.
Don't say yeah.
I've got some more learning to do before I make myself completely known. So please just keep us to yourselves for now, and whenever the time comes, you will be recognized.
I'm smiling.
We understand. We will do as you say.
And don't forget, just reach out to Kill Tonight and keep an open mind for whatever he sends back.
We will.
What would you like me to send?
What would you like me to send?
Uh-huh.
Nothing. Yeah. As I walk away, I like tucking this side.
Okay.
That was a choice.
Tuck it in.
Makes the slurp sound too.
Oh, God, no. Not canon. Make it
It
canon.
is canon.
All nice and stuff.
So, as the party begins to head out, a bit of cloud cover does obstruct the view from the moons a little bit on the night out. However, the party does see that a full moon approaches within the next 2 days, and the light of Luciana not shining nearly as brightly as Salenthia.
I also have my whatever it was, my bolt out with us
Mm-hmm.
to help.
Is it on parade with us?
Just the one bull, actually.
That might Gorgon.
Yeah,
It's like a
so
bull.
too.
Sadly, no tongue.
Mhm.
Oh, my butt.
Oh, yeah.
He's maintaining the illusion.
Right.
Man, she really just wants to stay in bed.
I would have told my parents that she was by now.
Gotcha.
I'm pretty sure they're clever enough to have figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we patted her, but it felt like she was wearing plate.
Tink, tink.
We'll give it another hour to see if she actually goes back.
Yeah, right.
Give it another day.
So, as you rest on your first night out and everything, nothing else really happens. I mean, you're well within the city limits still, well within the town shed and everything. So, traveling 2 hours outside of Heartland, you eventually get into the outlying farmlands, and that is where you make camp. But the farmlands outside of Heartland go on for miles upon miles. It is a hub of commerce and produce for most of the continent, so you got a while to go through farmland.
So at camp, I think I'm gonna try to practice on some of the magics that I've already tapped into, like the cantrip that I sneezed out, and
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which at this point you recognize, you pull up some just some seeds from some of the ground that you have nearby, where you're like, I can probably germinate maybe some of this, and all of a sudden you've created a flower instantly.
nice. Just kind of getting more in tune with it to know how to do it non-accidentally.
Mm-hmm.
How are you good? How good are you at fight?
Right. Yeah. What are?
I'll just put it to you this way.
When we get into a negative situation, what is your role?
Support.
Yeah, what do you mean? I'm here to support you guys.
By doing.
Call outs. Duck.
Get him there.
Not the quack kind.
Right, yeah.
Not Dorgarian's
You just
duck.
throw one.
Yes.
So you're a bard?
No.
I'll lock eyes with Izzy and kind of like communicate to her, not by mind communication, but just I told you you'd have to convince them yourself.
Give her like the look and the nod kind of thing.
Yeah, I ain't sold either. I mean, we're about to go fight some cosmic horror that's capable of devouring godlike beings.
I'm not
And then
getting.
the next thing we're doing is going to a place called the Isle of Eternal Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys didn't think this through, letting a 12-year-old join us.
What do you mean by
I mean,
that?
to be perfectly honest, if the things that you guys are talking about going up against, it doesn't matter if you have 50 years of experience of training or 12 like me. Like, you seem like you're hopefully as unprepared as I am.
I mean, it kind of does. I mean, you gotta have the,
prepared.
you gotta have the experience learning how to fight and handle with situations.
I remember the stupid shit I did at your age. And your size. Look at them tiny little arms, just gonna like flip them up and down. Like, what are you doing here?
Chicken wings.
All right. Try to hit him.
Try to hit him with the stick.
Give him the stick.
Hey, Chris, what's your AC, buddy?
And roll and see what happens.
Do I have shillelagh?
Do you?
It's a cantrip, yeah?
Yeah, it'd be a cantrip that you could have, yeah.
I do
You should
that.
have your actual like ironwood stuff.
Yeah, I know. I was just wondering if I could shillelagh at first.
You do not have shillelagh on your character.
No, I know. All right.
So this would just function like a normal quarterstaff, as unless you
Well,
attune
it
to
has its own hit and it has its own damage. So.
Right. Yeah. So like the question is, have you attuned to it yet?
Oh yeah, that was the first thing I tuned
Okay.
to.
Wasn't sure. Just wanted to verify. Okay. So yeah, as you kind of feel the actual like real weight of the quarterstaff as you're about to try and hit somebody with it,
Yeah, I
Go.
kind of, give it a yeah.
you feel almost like a reverberation within it too.
All right.
So
Chris, what's your AC?
What do you roll?
24.
Do you really? Better than I was expecting. I'm going to still repost the shit out of it.
So, as you see the quarterstaff, like, see this little 12, 13 year 6,000 and whatever. Anyway,
2012.
more or less, child come up to you and then ready up. And as she goes to swing it, there's a surprising amount of force and accuracy behind her swing.
There's a whoosh behind it.
Yeah, as you realize, you're like, oh shit, she's gonna hit me. And then you quickly ding, deflect that out of the
I
way.
feel like I would have done that more suavely. Just no.
Yeah, but it surprised you though.
I'm not gonna let that on.
Fair.
But you, for you
Versus
internally,
my insight. No, I'm just.
for you internally, you felt that.
Right, yeah.
Internally. Oh,
Oh,
shit.
also, side note, we didn't really bring her with us. We left, and then she showed up as a bird right around the time Dorgiran's first duck showed up.
I followed the duck.
Very strange occurrence, yes.
Yeah.
We actually thought she was one of Dorgiran's ducks for a second.
Man, I wish I'd have known. I'd have been like, let me turn into a duck, Tony.
I want to see. Do I have a stick?
Oh, for like practice.
No. I was gonna just dodge it and immediately just bop you on the head.
Oh, like Sensei style.
Teleports behind you.
Mostly, I just want you to be jealous that she gets bopped with a stick instead of the claws.
I know. She's a child.
The claws do it. more now. Still. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I do that. And I'll look back to Vidir. Did I do it? Did I do it good enough?
Yeah, that was really good.
Should I give him another?
Is this your new shicey shit?
And she kind of stuck with it, so I figured she might as well learn how to, not get swatted the first time she tries.
How about you just not get in swatting range? And if you do the green wiggly fingers, you should be healing. Let's do the healing. I like that.
So you remember how well that works for Rin, right? To stay back, and she has the ability to fly on a broom.
Uh-huh.
How well does that work every time?
Well, it's better when he doesn't do the wiggly fingers too.
There's gonna be situations we can't control everything. So it's good to have it well rounded.
I'm not protecting her.
You don't protect anyone.
Barely even so.
Yeah, no one
Really
expected that of you.
I don't know if I think I've lost count how many times that I've shot you with the gun.
Oh, that one.
Looking for
The good gun.
an RP opportunity that she
Get you that good shot.
I mean, but that's why it's there.
Yeah,
But also, how many enemies have I taken down?
your fair share. More than your fair share.
That's too.
How many enemies have made you take a dirt nap?
One.
More than your fair share. I know that
How
you
many,
don't.
how many dirt naps have you taken?
Nowhere near as many as you. I've had my taste of the
You
dirt.
have been
but
unconscious quite a lot.
Oh, I thought you actually kept track for a second. I was like,
Amazing.
Did you realize you don't remember it because you obviously go unconscious, but
I mean,
quite a
listen, the only time I got really bad was when I didn't have anyone else in there with me because they were waggling fingers
Kind of looking for an
on a mushroom.
opportunity. One hasn't presented.
I did get eaten, so I was helping you
Yeah.
from the inside.
You actually did pretty well on the inside.
It's a skill.
This is taking a weird turn. This conversation.
If you want to teach her as well, by all means.
So when she takes the shot at you with the quarterstaff and you riposte it, the moment that you like deflect it and the staff goes into the ground, her hands start radiating like a greenish white light, and she drops the staff and looks at her hands and then just kind of instinctively points them at you and fires off a crystal beam.
Oh shit! Counter spell.
It's a cantrip.
Okay.
I'm not that worried.
I was like, there are several crystal spells that are no joke.
I mean,
Oh yeah,
So I was
I
like,
have crystal
which
beam.
one did
Oh.
she do?
yeah. This is one of my homebrews.
you know what? I also forgot to have her. Great to have her roll the disadvantage anyway in the attack roll.
Oh, right, yeah.
It's been a while.
Roll at disadvantage.
Yeah, maybe you were just gonna give her the. Okay, you know, maybe you didn't have
I
it.
mean, the cloak is just on; it just exists. I don't
I
do
know.
anything for it.
Yeah, for flavor.
Yeah. No. Okay. So what's the spell do?
So you don't want the disadvantage?
No. There is no disadvantage on that. There would have been. There should have been on the attack roll initially.
It's a
On your next attack roll, you would have had.
it's just a regular. Think of it kind of like a
1d6 radiant, and you have disadvantage on your next weapon attack roll before the end of your next.
Oh, this is a roll to hit. Not. There's no save.
Yeah.
Correct.
1d6 radiant.
I never get to use the spell aspect of my stupid ass cloak.
Shouldn't it
Nothing
be
ever
6
Yeah.
targets me and requires a save.
because I'm.
Now to you take over this,
Although it's not 1d6.
It's 3d6.
but you didn't hit.
Okay.
So you got a 17.
Ah. So this blast of light just fires off quickly and fades just as quickly, but
Into the dark forest
Yeah.
behind us.
fire crystal beam in the darkness.
I definitely no.
Bonk, 1 point of damage.
Yeah.
I'll use the side of the blade.
Yeah, there you go.
This is why we practice. We come across many new things when we get her into a stressful situation. That's new. I haven't seen that one yet.
But yeah, I'm like,
Actually,
I'm looking at Randall like,
I know that one. Okay, so you actually just
Can you
got
teach her how to know when she's doing the things?
Yeah, she kind of need, like, if she's
No,
absolutely
actually,
must-
It's closer to how Daruk does magic than how I do magic.
Rook.
Actually, it's closer to how you
gonna
do
say,
magic
yep, there we go.
than how any of us do magic.
young Padawan needs a master.
Similar to yours.
Oh, what, you mean like this? And then I shoot a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exact same spell. Yeah.
Looking Don
Just me,
Cheadle,
yeah.
Captain Planet, like, yeah,
Right, yeah.
now you're a tree.
I feel like you're
Yeah.
going to be a stellar teacher to your young Padawan.
Oh, I never signed up to be a teacher.
Yes, you did.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, you definitely did. You said the words. They were all out loud. We were here.
learn.
Yeah, that's what I heard from the duck. As she has 2 ducks under her arm and 1 on her head.
No,
That is not what I told the ducks.
Let the ducks go.
Let them
They're not
go.
our traveling companions.
No.
now?
Think how helpful another magic user could be to Luciana.
So just in the background
I mean,
of this campfire.
I ain't saying-
WWLD.
Well, she probably wouldn't bring a child to fight a cock or
I mean, not necessarily a child, but
because that seems
why don't you ask her?
irresponsible.
She's over there. She's moving. Still moving.
The child?
moving.
Yes, the child.
Right.
I shoot a crystal beam in front of her, like right in at the feet.
Yeah, I skip to a stop right before it hits my feet. And then I release the ducks. I'm like, ducks have names. Ducks are people. Ducks should be free.
And then they come back to
I
me.
throw 'em. Yeah, and I go straight back to him.
I want to torment this poor child.
Oh, I probably should have done this earlier. Just an illusion, a little arrow on top of your head.
Just a hunter's mark.
Yeah, it's 100 mark on top of your head. That'll probably just make it easier.
Put a bell on her.
We tried that before. It leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to stabbing people
Power.
with candy.
Stabbing people with candy.
Diabetes.
Oh, yeah.
Was that the command
Was that
word?
the command word?
Oh, it was.
That's the one
We're all like,
It rung a bell.
right, yeah. Yeah.
Diabetes.
So can you like break off a piece of the candy
Kit Kat
cane
bar?
and then it grows back?
I don't know. I've definitely tried licking it.
And it does taste like peppermint.
And blood.
That's true.
It was bloody at the time.
Yeah. Little iron taste from time to time, depending.
It's gotten in the pores of the candy.
It just adds to the flavor.
Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah. Gives a character.
Yeah. It's
How much time? How long has it been since the events of Medusius's lair?
It would have, gosh, 2 weeks.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah,
So I haven't had much opportunity to investigate. Okay.
correct.
I mean, you've had a lot of time to yourself.
Well, actually, sorry, week and a half, not quite 2 weeks. I mean, it's not that big of a difference, but it technically is more accurate.
So
you can have as
I'm not
much
really
time
sure
of
how
internal
this
reflection.
next couple days are gonna go.
So yeah, just in the background, I'm finger gunning crystal beams at like a rock.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Yeah, it's like a
Okay,
kid
so
with a
If I
then
get hit with shrapnel,
You gave a kid. We gave a kid a like laser pointer, basically.
so then Rin is going to put some rocks and like draw targets on the rocks. Target practice.
target.
Your goal is to be within the circle, but your ultimate goal is to be in the dead center every time.
Ooh, yeah. So she slaps her hands together, her fingertips are white with a mint green aura around them, and she's like this. Practice. Yeah, yeah. Like this.
Wait,
And if
where's
she
the
gets,
crystal you're
if she
using to
gets to a
shoot
point,
these?
we'll do this. We'll do this every
Where's the
night.
crystal you're using to shoot these?
Yeah, so yeah, when you guys are all asleep and Izzy has her 4-hour trance, in the 2 hours that she has available in either window, potentially of that, or however it works out.
Yeah. She's trying to sleep and you see.
Yeah.
And then once you get to like accuracy with target, then we start incorporating movement, distractions, physical pain.
And over the next 2 days of a montage, basically,
Yeah.
you continue.
Live fire exercises.
Pretty much, yeah.
You're
you
tracked
guys
forward.
warned her about waking me up.
Nope.
No. Sometimes in life, you need to learn consequences.
What kind of noises can I make?
She
with
would
druid
only
cries?
be more tempted if we warned her.
Nature noises.
It would
Nature
be
noises,
worse
yeah,
for
like the
you
rustling of
if we warned
leaves and wind, maybe the crack of a tree, branch,
create
not
a
full-on
new
tree falling
monster?
necessarily, but, stuff like that.
That's my secret MO.
So yeah, a couple days pass as you continue your trek northward, and as you make your way up towards Formire, you eventually get back to that town once again, that you've been in once before. So, arriving in Formire, you'd be arriving what would be about, I'd say early afternoon on your second day of travel, being that you're prioritizing speed and getting there over necessarily like a normal travel pace, since expediency is of the matter.
I want to use our new multi-pass to go into the tower.
Oh yeah.
1 second, there we go, got it. Hold up. Okay, wait, multipass, refresh my memory.
Name.
Name. I need a name.
Huh?
Barath
Okay.
Oh.
gave us permission to go into the tower. He did a
The tower. I thought you said tavern.
the
And
tower.
I was like, I think the tavern will let you
The
in.
tower.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so yeah, as you get into Formire, and it is a still smaller, closer to hamlet than like a full-on even village necessarily. You do see though there is one definitive kind of piece within the town that defines it amongst the typical kind of smaller buildings and everything that make up the township itself, which is the Iron Spire, the headquarters of, at least formerly, Lord of the Shadeheart. So, as you walk up to this, and it is called the Iron Spire, although it is mostly stone in its formation, although darkened and definitely a bit imposing above the rest of the town. It is a 4-story tower with a healthier kind of build out from the base of it and everything. As you walk up, you see that there is a guard at the door currently who is standing watch. He's wearing studded leather armor and kind of brown and like this kind of dark gray color over the centerpiece of it. As he stands watch, you see a pike in one hand and a shield that he more or less has that he's kind of carrying, although not maybe the most at attention, kind of at a loss for words. The shield is slacking a little bit as when you approach, you do see him kind of, stand a bit more upright. He may have been a bit more relaxed when there weren't necessarily people walking up.
Like at ease.
Yeah, effectively. And then seeing some new folks walking up, he kind of straightens himself up, takes a more appropriate stance of somebody standing guard in front of the iron spire.
I just make to walk in.
What's that?
I just start to walk into the tower.
He brings the pike in front of you. Excuse me. This is the Iron Spire. Or
Yeah.
The Shade Heart.
Yeah.
Only certain personnel are allowed with inside.
That'd be us.
Do you have proof of that?
Multi-pass.
Kind of looks at it.
I'm waiting for it.
You see his eyes kind of open wide.
Uh-huh.
From
Yeah.
Ranger General Verhaft.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm deeply sorry. Please, come in.
All good. Moonstone Guard, remember the name.
I will try to. So he walks in, just kind of gives a nod to everybody as you walk past him.
It's fine. She's just being a pain in the ass.
Understood.
I'm just being.
Embodying.
Did you miss me yet? Did you miss me yet?
Very much.
She's transformed while you've been gone.
Okay.
She's more like you.
So as you walk in,
Pain in the ass.
well played. So as you walk into the first area where you can kind of see that kind of, greeting trophy room where you can see a number of different kind of, mostly like hunting trophy-esque, but of the more fantastical variety, dire wolves, dire bear head, that kind of thing. When you walk in, you see a elderly woman, the hunched one that you had once encountered before, Agnes, who kind of walks and she's shuffling by, sees you all walk in, and just kind of gives you,
Oh, hello. Welcome back to the Iron Spire.
Hi, Agnes.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you. We actually got to see Verath, and he gave us permission to access the tower and all of its amenities.
Oh, it's wonderful. Well, where will you be going today? If you needed a guide, I'd be happy to provide.
I'm really just gonna hang out in the book section. I think you gave me a really thorough idea of the organization there.
I do my best.
I appreciate that.
You just hear me in the background. Is Rose here?
You know, Rose.
That's her sister.
Yeah.
That was purely more of an out of game thing.
yeah.
And then I'm just gonna kind of look and see if any of the books, now that we have permission to be here, tell us anything about dragons.
We don't got time.
The portal that the Order of the Shadeheart would have definitely have known was there, and how to get into it, what's the deal with it,
Oh, okay.
all of that. Any information that they can give us. And if there's anything that they encountered that resembles what Dorgiran has described to us as the thing that's trying to kill Luciana.
Gotcha. Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check. And if anybody wants to assist, you're more than welcome. If you're proficient with an investigation.
For me?
Whoever wants. Proficient with investigation, you can provide an advantage or roll as well.
What are we
I'm
investigating
not.
now?
Library. Looking for matters pertaining to the Fey portal
Are you next to me?
or...
So, here's my thing. Would you have told me you were investigating Fae stuff? Because I would not go to the library willingly.
Well, yeah, I'd have been
That is great. Hey, come here.
I mean, so My first thought isn't to go to the library unless you're like, I'm going to research some face shit that I might have been way more interested.
I literally would have discussed this plan as we were heading into town. I would have been like, we should stop off in the tower and see if the Order of the Shade Heart has any information about.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Fey
someone would
portal.
ask, hey, what are we doing?
Yeah.
You would want me to help you because I am both proficient and it falls under the Fey Fiend or Undead.
Okay. That's not exactly an offer, but I'm gonna take it as one.
Although that being said, I would be more interested in it because
Shut up and get in the library.
I'm not. I may stick with it.
Although it is to recall info, but anyway.
I'd say, you can definitely roll on this too.
I too am next to Corver.
Okay.
I think this is the first time we've met.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
Well, I mean that and the
travel,
days of
yeah.
travel.
Wait, would this have been an
Preemptively
option
on my
to
shoulder.
get away from the child?
yes.
Then yes, it'd be there.
Okay.
Because we're going into a place that should not be there.
Yeah, books and
Do we have to get like one of those child leashes?
Oh,
a harness.
that's a 26.
Oh, good. I had 15.
Okay.
And that's
So-
without any advantage.
Gotcha. Yep. So as you both hit the books, you go into the Order of the Shade Heart's library, which has actually a surprising amount of detail regarding the Feywild, as there are numerous crossings with Fey, hags, but also the Fey crossing nearby. That one in particular leads into it's information you already know. It does lead to a temple of Luciana. It was from her her elfin court that she had on the material plane, but had intended on crossing into the Feywild to ascend to a proper archfey and actually ascend into being a Fey herself. Details do indicate that something went wrong with the ascension, that it was sabotaged, and that she's been trapped on that moon since.
And it doesn't indicate at all if the Order of the Shade Heart had anything to do with her.
There is a redacted section within the book that you find, indicating that somebody interfered with the ritual. But it is struck from the book.
Boy, who was it?
We'll never know. Can't even.
How hilarious
It's
would it be if it was Barrett? I would die happy, actually. That would be two sides of the
Just
same
screaming.
coin. Same player. I love it. That would be amazing.
I'm going to chilling on his back, but I'm going to use Druidcraft repeatedly on like a bunch of seeds, like dandelion seeds that I found in the field while we were camping. Make a bunch of dandelions, and then I'm gonna try to weave them into one of those dandelion crowns.
Oh, nice. Yeah, for sure.
And I'm gonna place it on his head.
Awesome.
It's perfect.
I am going to mock you mercilessly when I see it the first time.
It's fine.
It's a special present. You keep it forever.
Any
Throw this
mention
until it
of the
rots.
demon Dargan?
The demon Dargan. What's that?
The devil Dargan. Sorry, the devil Dargan.
That being said,
Archdevil Dragon.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah.
That would be my guess.
Yeah, which you actually, I guess based off the things you're looking for, you don't find any detail on that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They didn't put anything in there.
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
can I do some more research on what they know of the schools of necromancy?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
You want to roll again, or
Yes.
it bounced out? That's never good. I hate it. 19.
Okay. So yeah, they do have some details in that they had found that there were some necromantic schools within some of the deep forgotten areas of Tasha and beyond too. One of the things that they had taken interest in was that there was one beneath the Duskwoods that they wanted to investigate, but unfortunately just hadn't gotten the time to, and given the events that had transpired, may not. But that they had found other temples, or not temples, but areas of arcane practice that they think potentially could have been involved, or at least about the same time that these necromantic schools existed, but were not involved in necromancy themselves. So I'll let you off on a bit of a side tangent, but you did find that there was mention of one specifically being underneath the Duskwoods and potentially being a source of underlying magics that may cause some of the unusual creatures that could be
That's
just
the
kind
one
of
that I
there.
already kind of knew about, though, right?
One of them.
That's kind of like the big one.
Yeah.
That one just keeps popping up.
One of them, yeah. There's two in particular. Everlorn Island is the big one that you've heard about.
Everlorn?
Which was a tower of a full-on lich that had been basically sectioned off.
Oh, that's not even far from Duskwoods either.
It's not, no. But that tower has not seen any activity, and nobody goes near it for that exact reason. Is because there was rumored to be a lich there at one point, and best way to destroy a lich, starve it of any souls that could get to it.
Or kill it.
Yeah.
When I noticed that he went off on the side tangent and I was obviously not in the headspace to actually be of help, I would like to have gone and looked in the rest of the tower and see if I can stumble across anything of use, like a teleportation circle.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. So, as you go looking for one, I mean, there are definitely sections of the tower that are barred, even from your entry. But as you walk around, make another investigation check as you go to look for one.
$16?
16. So within the first floor and even the second that you're able to get access to without, really flashing the multipass too much, you don't find it. And when you ask a couple of the just attendees, you eventually come across Agnes again. And she says, I don't know where to keep the teleportation circle. I don't know that's been used for years though. I thought it was defunct.
That happened?
Eventually, if it becomes worn or damaged, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, the order hasn't really practiced here, or not practiced, but taken their duties. Their duties up here.
Okay. Are there pictures, like paintings? Pretty sure that Caden had some paintings done of the order.
Asking Agnes, or just were you asking about the grounds?
Well, as I was looking, but if I didn't find any, I would ask Agnes.
Looking, you absolutely find them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would like to study Pork Bun's face.
Okay. Yeah. So as you find one, and there are many paintings amongst the kind of the floors that have been established on the first floor, and some on the second too. But yeah, there was one in particular of them. There's a couple of them as a group, all of them together. One of them is them enjoying themselves at a tavern, not full on like Last Supper or anything like that, but
Yeah.
more chaos involved. Yeah, for sure. And then there are other ones that are more battle poses and everything set up.
Yeah.
Them slaying beholders, all that manner of stuff.
Sure.
But yeah, you do find that Pork Bun is very clearly depicted in a number of them. So
Okay. Yeah. Cool. I want to be able to send to her when we're in the Feywild.
okay, gotcha. You have her likeness committed to memory.
Cool.
Do I see this super suave looking dragonkin? Like that dude.
Dragon can.
Or not dragon, what is he?
Ganassi.
Yeah, I was gonna say, were you referencing somebody else entirely? Because there was one who was a dragonborn, but that was entirely different.
Like it was the first level spells, right?
Was that not?
You were a Genasi in the first campaign.
Yeah.
And then when you get to the second level,
I don't know. Todd's character from our pre-campaign was a dragonborn, which some of you fought at one point.
For some reason, that was in my head because that's what I made in Baldur's Gate. Probably because Genasi don't exist.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you do see,
Just making sure.
Bashgasm is there too.
Are Zyla and Cold Room in there? Are Zyla and Cold Room in there?
No, we left them out.
Oh.
Yeah, I would say, in fact, there's probably a portrait of both of them together.
Oh.
In addition to one with like the full crew as well.
Yeah. Oh. Did you hear that?
What's up?
He was helping me.
Zyla and Coldroom painting
Oh,
together.
probably a lot of convincing to get Coleman to do it.
Yeah, definitely the variety where it's like you can tell that they were reluctant to not take the picture, but sit there for the painting. But acquiesce though.
This artist did a very good job. It looks like she's vibrating. Like she just wants to move.
Well, must have stood stock still.
So, unable to find a teleportation circle, at least from the areas that you've been able to visit. But you found some information. Anything else you guys want to do?
I was gonna ask Corfer what if he needed any help or anything like that setting up for what he needs to do for the mall.
See him kind of look. No, I think we're getting there tomorrow is going to be the big thing. Yeah, if you guys hadn't heard, also, little girl, interesting.
Yeah, not about Joe's.
Gotcha.
Oh, there was a choice.
Whatever we're understood. Whatever we're going to encounter, I'm going to need to be able to focus on crafting the mall, getting it set up so we can open up a portal. I don't know what we're gonna encounter. From what I've heard, that creature sounds like it is meant to devour Archfey, or at least can. So that notion I don't really go into lightly. And I don't want you guys to either. So, just one request. While I work on this, keep anything and everything off my back.
How are we getting back?
We'll come to that
That's a
when
question to
we
me.
get there.
The group.
Do we have to be inside? We have to go through the portal for you to do this? Or is it just done at the portal on our side?
I assume this is a Fey crossing. We'll probably do this in the Feywild, so then we can open up a portal from there. Because from what I understand, your Archfey's on the moon in the Feywild. I think, right? So then, if we're gonna open up a portal, I imagine we're probably gonna have to open up a portal using that mall from within the Feywild to whatever temple or something she has on the moon.
Yeah.
Are we going to the actual moon?
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm gonna
Eventually, yeah.
hold one of the pebbles from Medusa's lair because I don't actually remember if that was supposed to help or not. I'm gonna try to cast Sending to Medusa's. Heading to the pool soon. Should be there within a day. Crossing to Feywild. Big fight ahead. Come now or after fight? Let me know.
She responds, after fight. Otherwise, I need to find other ways to make this big weapon happen. Good luck. Don't die.
Were we still gonna help her with that?
You didn't say we weren't.
I ain't helping with you.
I didn't technically tell her that we survived. We can decide after we fight Luciana, but she's at least confirmed she's not
Wait.
coming into the
No,
fight.
she
Or
didn't mean that.
fight with for Luciana. You know what I mean.
I'm still convinced we're gonna end up fighting her.
Me too.
She's gonna be corrupted.
I'm kind of
Thanks, guys.
convinced
Time to
that
die.
she was
Right.
stopped for a reason. Probably was the Order of the Shadeheart on Medusa's orders. Not even gonna.
No cap.
Although that might have been centuries before the Order of the Shade Heart. I'm not really sure when the. No, it was in their histories. It would have been something that they were part of. So.
We're going back and forth.
Yeah. We're breaking out our conspiracy wall.
That one like, with the chick is like,
Right. Yeah. The kombucha. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She's just staring at this post-it that says Luciana. Evil?
evil question mark.
So, as that night finally comes to an end, you make your final rest within strictly the material plane until potentially getting the Feywild the next. So, if you sleep at Formire, could not sleep unfortunately in the Order of the Shadeheart's Iron Spire. We do not have lodging for you, but there is a tavern and an inn that you can make bed with, sleep at the night, or you can make camp outside.
Can we make it to just outside the pool?
You could press on for another couple hours. That would put you, in the forest just outside the pool.
Do you want to camp in the tent just outside the pool?
Yeah, it's fine with me.
We gotta go.
Oh, yeah.
We're out of town.
Unless you wanted to head to the portal at night.
Oh yeah, that actually might be good. Because the moon's out at night.
You're not wrong.
That's the most barbarian thing you said.
Yeah, I know, right?
The moon comes out.
Starts to rain.
No.
Yeah. All right. So, in that case, which, fair point, we will call the session there because I don't want to get into anything too much for the next session.
Cha, dude.
Cha.
What was about it?
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, we'll go ahead and call it there then, and we will pick up next week with you guys arriving at the portal. At the temple with the reflecting portal into the Feywild.
Mm-hmm.
So, thank you all for tuning in. We're going to go ahead and end the session there. So, we'll be back next week with the continuation of the story and the adventure of the Moonstone Guard.
Heck yeah.
All right. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Take it easy.
Bye now.